Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Thaboxingvoice.com. When I say I promise you, I'm gonna knock out the Gypsy King as well.
Deontay Productions.
How am I gonna let this little skinny spaghetti hit my baby?
Thaboxingvoice.com.
Numbers don't lie, and I'm that guy. I'm the dog of this.
When I stepped on the scene, I said I wanted this though. I said I wanted that though.
Thaboxingvoice.com.
You know, so I'm still on a mission.
I'm gonna chase his ass all the way up there.
I told him it's an easy fight to make.
Some of them like it, some of them don't. Thaboxingvoice.com.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back to another glorious morning edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Thursday. You know what Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time is. Predictions and preview. We'll be previewing, predicting all this weekend's fights later on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Today, we're back with TBV in the morning. Hashtag TBV podcast, wherever hashtags are used. We're here to talk Ben Davison. He's heard Freddie Roach's interview. He's heard all the back and forth criticism, and he's come out. He's opened up. He's spoken. We need to just bring you that information. We need to bouncing back off of each host and really dissect this, because I'm starting to hear pull out. I'm starting to hear you go fight, we'll wait. I'm starting to hear someone that feels entitled. I could be interpreting this all wrong, but let's find out. Let's head on out to Corpus Christi, Texas. Mario Munguia.
It's me, Mario.
Well, I don't think it's that you're interpreting it wrong. I think you're wishing on a star, wishing on a fountain, penny, throw, whatever, because you don't want him to fight again. That said, I get what you're coming from. And, you know, we'll play the audio. We'll let everybody judge for themselves. The words are clear. I think it's hyperbole, you know, one of those fancy literature words I learned. And I think that at the end of the day, it's all a tactic. It's all a negotiation. You know, we can talk about what Ben says, but he's not at the negotiating table. He's not there. And so the people that did put this fight together, they have no problem putting it together again. I think that, you know, it's probably to secure the, you know, place of the fight, location, locale, whatever, maybe get a little more on their end, more revenue, whatever, more hot dog money, everything. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what Mike has to say too. I'm interested on that.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
With the scam, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
And I'm in.
Thaboxingvoice.com.
Yo. Good morning to everybody out there in TBV land. Ben Davison with some interesting comments on Boxing Social, and shout out to Boxing Social with their first podcast with David Allen. I think is doing a real good job over there. So just keep up the good work. But yeah, Ben Davison, man, he said that maybe Wilder should fight AJ and the winner fight Fury. Now, when did Fury become the golden goose? When did he become the man in the division? How do you become a man when you coming off a draw? That's what I want to know. And why are we looking past the rematch and not trying to capitalize on what has been a great month or whatever in boxing? I just really want to dissect it and like really get into it. And Ness brother, play my goddamn 50 million soundbite, man. I need my 50 million.
Well, won't you send that shit? You're saying I'm playing it, then I'm not playing it because I don't want to hear you.
Bro, you played it. Hold on, whoa. You played it like one time.
Remember the computer got white. Remember, and then when we upgraded to Mojave, remember it stopped allowing me to use Chrome, so I had to take it back to Mac, bring it back down to whatever the hell we're on now. I think it's like let me check.
It don't even matter, but you smell what?
For the techies, it matters. We're back on High Sierra because there was a bug with Mojave and Google Chrome. But yeah, you know what I mean. Look, I smell pussy. True Nest fashion. I know they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's ignorant. He's an idiot. How could Tyson be afraid when he just 12 round? What are they calling it these days? It was a master class, right? So there should be no fear. So what? Why all the fucking posturing? But you know what? I'm not gonna come on like that. I'm not gonna come on all groucho in the morning and make believe that Tyson is afraid and doesn't want this fight. I'm gonna give 100% of my belief. I'm gonna dump that into Wilder. The first time around, let me tell you the mistake that I and all of us made. We didn't believe. When he came on this very program and he said, Nesta, something big is coming, just stay tuned. We didn't believe. Right away, we said, what the fuck could be big, not Joshua? We never expected Tyson. We thought Tyson was far removed. He brought Tyson back to life. And if he says the rematch is happening, the rematch is happening. I don't want to hear anything about Ben Davison, Tyson Fury, Frank Warren, them saying Old Tafford, them saying fight here, you fight them, then we fight. I don't care about none of that shit. That's just buildup. Yesterday, Finkel and Wilder, when I spoke to them, were very confident. No matter how I worded the questions on whether they were fearful, whether they thought Tyson would maybe at least entertain offers from Eddie Hearns. I mean, I would. But they're not fearful, Mario. They think that this is going to happen. And this is the same confidence that they had in the first fight. So I'm going to go ahead and believe them this time around. I'm not going to doubt them this time around.
Well, I don't think there is any reason to doubt because of all those factors. That said, we don't know Ben's motivation behind saying some of the things he said, and specifically he said that he wanted
audio.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's play the audio.
Yeah, so you don't have to read there.
Going over there again is obviously a big risk, like we've already seen. It's a big risk, but you need a big reward, and you have to look at the numbers that it's done. Or do we do it over here? We've already been over there. Do we do it over here? And if we do it over here, it has to be a stadium fight, which would probably mean it'll be in the summer, which probably means that Tyson needs to get out before then. So there's lots to think of, lots to have a look at, and we've got to assess the situation first. But could it potentially happen? Yes. What do I personally think myself? I think that Tyson's been out of the ring for 2.5 years. I think that they come straight back and steps in to fight one of these two men. He offered the fight to both men. He offered the fight to Anthony Joshua when he first was coming back, and then he managed to get a deal done with Deontay Wilder within the space of 12 months. But the deal got done within the space of about a week. And I think myself personally, those two need to get on now. It's been 3 years. They've not managed to get a fight organised between the pair of them. I think them two need to fight, and Tyson will fight the winner of that.
Why are you talking about Anthony Joshua and Wilder fighting when you guys have this buzz going on about Wilder and Fury? Why are you not talking about a rematch? Why are you saying that Wilder and Fury need to fight each other and then fight Anthony Joshua? Why? You
mean Wilder and Joshua need to fight each other? Then
yeah.
But you asking why, or you asking him why? Because
I'm asking y'all why.
You asking me why? I smell.
I'll tell you why. With no fancy sound bites either. Okay. First of all, I'm going to give this little two-part real quick. First of all, Ben is thinking from a trainer's perspective. We had Fury's family come out and say that they thought this was too soon. I think they said 2 fights too soon, right? They know that if Fury was in a position where he had time, time in the gym, more fights, better fights, we would have seen a better Fury, and it possibly would have been a different outcome. He probably would have dominated. The second time around, Wilder's going to be more prepared. So I think Ben is thinking from a perspective as a trainer, because he's saying what I personally want. Well, the simple fact is what trainers personally want normally don't matter. But I want to get back to Mike. Mike must have played
Virgil Hunter and Freddie Roach.
Well, okay.
Remember, Freddie Roach was part of this team.
But that's a lot different from a 27-year-old trainer or 28-year-old, however he is, coming in and inserting himself. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. I'm from a place where a competition is everything. If somebody thinks you fucking beat me, run that shit back. If you think I lost to you or it's a draw, run it back. If Tyson Fury is really a gypsy fighting man and people think that he lost to fucking Wilder, run it back, bro. Show people that you can really go out there and really put on a.
That's the thing, Mike. You trying to make it a pride thing, and what Tyson and his team are doing is intelligent, cunning, and downright deceiving.
Yes,
Because
sir.
what they're saying is, fuck it, let's ride with the public perception. Why get in there and do war again? They think we won. He needs to prove that he won. So let him go prove that he can win by fighting Joshua, and then come back and see me, the self-proclaimed king.
See, look, earlier Mike alley-ooped this motherfucker to me, all right? And now I'm about to dunk it all in Ness's face. You said it yourself. How does somebody come out and try to make themselves the man? Now he's trying to say, oh, well, Wilder and Joshua need to fight, and they need to fight that Fury eliminator to get me the lineal champ. And obviously Ben is saying that, but that's speaking for Fury too. That is the genius in it. You see what I'm saying? That's the genius, because not long ago, this man was thought of as the lineal champion, and that's the way it should have been. You know, I think Steve Farhood said the other day that in his mind, and I don't want to misquote, maybe it wasn't him, said that Fury lost the lineal title, when he took that sabbatical. Okay, so the only way to get it back is to A, win, or B, convince the public that you are the man. And when you can go off a resume and then convince two other guys to duke it out and make yourself feel like the lineal champion, that's just genius. Tyson Fury gets very little credit, or his team, I should say, for the way that his career has been handled. This man looked, look, he showed up on NBC Sports one day. I can't remember who he knocked out, and he looked like a star. He sounded like a star. It was his first taste of American TV, and everybody loved him. Yes, Cunningham
down that fight. That's a recurring thing that you.
And guess what? And guess what?
And he gets put on a canvas.
And guess what? You loved it. I loved it. Everyone loved it. It was like the first glimpse of what this heavyweight division was going to look like in a few years. And he was the man who really started it. He was. So guess what? Now he's coming out and they're trying to say he's the man because of everyone, of Joshua and Wilder and Fury. Fury has the full call for lineal legitimacy.
All I know is, look, you can make it sound pretty with your big words and your fucking college degree, but at the end of the day, all I know is that one side is saying, I want the rematch, and the other side is saying, oh, let's make an all-out Britain war. Oh, you should fight Joshua, and we're the lineal. Come see us later. Like, I don't hear Wilder saying that. I don't hear Wilder taking his WBC ball and saying, I got a draw. I'm running with my belt. I'm going to go fight Brazil. I don't have to prove to you that I could beat Tyson Fury. You think I lost, so fucking what? Like, what the fuck is going on? What world do we live in where this shit is cool? I mean, this is, you know what this is? This is 50 Cent at his finest, dog. Niggas is respecting the shooter and not the one that got shot. Point blank and simple. You feel me?
What world do we live in where we just let Wilder off the hook for not demanding the Joshua fight? For Wilder off the hook for not demanding the Joshua fight. That's the fight we want to see. That's the fight we want to see. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I want to see the rematch. I do want to see the rematch, but I want to see Wilder Joshua before Wilder goes out and gets knocked out by Fury. That's what I want to see.
Knocked out. Oh my God, this dude's handlebars are way too tight on his fucking Fury couldn't knock out anything. I can't even come up with a cool enough analogy to make it sound better.
You need whatever you want to say. I want to see Wilder fight Joshua before he gets beat by Fury in the rematch. That's I personally want to see that.
That's the problem, man. That's the problem right there. People who I don't want to say it.
Say it.
No. People who I guess don't like competition, because like at the end of the day, bro, if you got a feeling like you think Wilder lost to Fury, you think Fury done enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Wilder done enough to win. So therefore, we have two people that have different opinions about the fight, and Wilder's saying Fuck y'all opinion. I want to run that shit back. I want to show you who's going to win.
All right,
And Fury,
dudes ain't never played basketball. They ain't never pick up basketball.
But why? Why is he saying that? Why is he saying that?
Fury knows he can make a fucking shit ton of money. Go get the bag, Fury. Ain't it about securing the bag for your family? What other bigger fight is there out there for Fury than Wilder? Joshua, maybe if that happens. Besides Joshua, what other bigger fight is out there for Fury besides Wilder? Ain't it about getting the bag?
This is chess. Ask you a question. Does Fury, who take into account all he's been through, his body, everything, stand a better chance to beat Wilder if they run it back right away, or if they run it back, let's say, a year from now, or 9 months from now, 10 months from now?
Stale, man. It gets stale the same way Juan Manuel Lopez.
Not if Wilder fights Joshua and the winner fights Fury. It don't get stale. It gets better. It gets better. It makes more money.
I'll agree with you. That is a good route. That's not the must-take route. That's a good
definitely
route.
not.
That's a good route, but guess what that is? That's a protection plan route, okay? Are you like the head of witness protection? Are you putting Ben Davison and Tyson Fury in witness protection for a couple of fights?
I'm not, man. I'm just a dude who wants to see the best fight the best, and right now, everyone is pretending like Wilder Joshua wasn't the fight. No. It is the fight. I want to know why y'all seem so scared of seeing Wilder in with Joshua. That's what I want to know. It feels like
we had Wilder on the show yesterday. He said, I don't know why the fuck people are talking about Joshua. I'm not talking about this guy. The only reason I talk about this guy is when people bring him up. I want Tyson Fury. Run that shit back.
So it's Mario. So let me just try and understand your logic, because there's plenty of sheep now following you. It's hilarious. The minute you say something, they flock to you like you're Eddie Hearn. But that's what sheep do. They need someone to lead them. But help me explain in your mind why you feel Wilder should fight AJ. Outside of the economics and how big I don't get why you don't want a definitive winner.
I don't listen. I'll put it to you this way. If his trainer is saying it was too soon, if his father and his uncle or whoever it was, I think both of them were saying it was too soon, then it was probably too soon. I want to see the best fight the best. I want to see Fury at his best fight whoever the best is. So you're saying, let's say, go outside the economics. There is no outside the economics. This is boxing, baby. That is the economics. That's the bottom line. And the bottom line is that Joshua Wilder does more than 325, 375,000, whatever it is. They do more than that. So then when the winner comes back around and fights Fury, guess what? They do more than that. They do more than that.
Joshua wants to fight in the UK. If the fight is in the UK, there is no way Showtime can do a pay-per-view during the daytime. I forget who it was yesterday or the day before, but J. Diaz or Finkel was like, it wouldn't make monetary sense to have a pay-per-view during the daytime. Come on.
Well, guess what, Mike? If Wilder wanted it in the US, he should have fucking beat Fury. That's what should have happened if he wanted the US.
No. You haven't heard AJ. AJ has made it known that when the Wilder fight happens, because of the fan base and all the fans, and I would just want to give the fans what they want.
I owe it to the UK.
Yeah, he want that fight to be in the UK, but the Big Baby Miller, I'll fight him at MSG. What? Really?
Because he don't need no help. He don't need no help, baby.
But Joshua made some claims this past weekend, that suggested he's open. And look, I'm not even going to pretend to get into the mind of Joshua. Open to an American fight with Wilder. I'm not saying that that's where he's looking and that's where, he would be on the negotiation table. All I'm saying is this: Wilder Joshua was the fight. Okay, for Fury's team to come out and take the stance that, look, we fought, we did our thing, I beat him, through public perception. Okay, it was a draw, but that doesn't dismiss the fact that there was a fight on the table between Wilder and Joshua, and shit needs to get handled. So I see it from Fury's point. But as a fan, I do want to
Fury has
see.
no point, Mario. Fury stepped in because he knew Joshua was pussyfooting. So, like, what he's gonna do? Step back out and say, "All right, try and negotiate with him again," even though we both know the negotiations failed, and that's the reason that I even stepped in.
After that performance, after what he did to Wilder, of course, why not come out and try to take that dominant foot? Why not try to stomp your foot and draw a line in the sand if you can, and make yourself appear to be the man? Like Mike said. Mike said a lot of really intelligent things there when he was asking his questions at the beginning. And the biggest thing that I latched onto is, how do you become the man in that situation? That's how you become the man, by making yourself the man, by demanding that you're the man, and by saying, I'm the man, so y'all two fight it out.
Oh, so doing 325,000 pay-per-view buys and being all over the world, going viral, having a memorable knockout, regardless of whether the world thought it was a knockout, it's another viral clip. None of that matters.
No. What matters is winning 10 rounds out of 12. That's what matters.
Bro, what makes you the man, though, bro?
No, but this is the thing. I mean, it's good of you. I like it that you're grabbing onto your belief, but black and white is a draw. You keep, talking as if Fury won. Black and white is a draw.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the record book,
that's
in public opinion. I mean, split right down the middle. Some people think Fury won. Like if you go over to the UK, everybody thinks Fury won. There's a small segment that thinks Wilder won, but same thing over here. A big segment thinks Wilder won, but a smaller segment thinks Fury won. So with that being said,
a small segment thinks Fury won?
I mean, compared to the population of the US.
Yeah. I would be willing to bet. Yeah, about 95 to 98% of the UK think it, as opposed to the US 80 to 85%.
What?
Yeah, I guess it's smaller, but I don't know how many people think Wilder won outside. Here's the problem: is y'all text each other and you say, "Well, I think Wilder won." Yeah, Wilder did win, and y'all think that everyone else is saying that.
If you watch the live fight chat, I'm on there saying which rounds that I think it won round by round. I'm not just out here making up shit.
Exactly.
Round by round, I'm on tape.
Scorecard.
I'm on tape saying what I think.
The other people that call in talking about Fury won, they have no scorecard. When you ask what rounds they gave Fury, they don't know. They just know he won. Get the fuck out of here. Even Farhood recently, go through his Twitter. Even he recently tweeted some shit where he like, I rescored it. Al Bernstein, everybody rescoring shit all of a sudden.
You mean? Oh, that's so weird that Showtime wants that they thought their guy won. Wow, man,
they're not doing the broadcast though.
That seems like only making no sense at all.
That wasn't on the broadcast. That's their honest, personal social media outlets. The same way that when you take a long drive down a fucking Texas highway and you feel like saying some bullshit when you reminisce about an ex-girlfriend, no different than Steve Farhood and Al Bernstein. But I like your narrative, brother. Come with it.
Showtime cuts their check. So if Showtime cut my check, it would definitely alter whatever private perception you would think I'd be having on Twitter.
I was finna post some shit last night about a bitch that did me wrong a long time ago.
For me, I'm happy to hear AJ Protector sound like you. Please give them the ammunition. I know what it means. I started the
I don't see how that's protective. Can you explain that to me?
I started the clip with that show. I started the show with that clip. Why? Because if you ain't pussy, you ain't looking for nothing else. You coming back to prove to the world what you say you did. A draw is a draw. You can have 100 million Marios saying that he won. On paper, 5 years from now, your kids, my kids, their kids' kids, he got a fucking draw. And the only way to get that shit done right is to run it back. But they ain't from where we from. They ain't play ball. They ain't get dunked on and want to dunk back. These is the type of dudes that get pushed and go home and tell mommy I got pushed. Okay, you got a 26-year-old trainer running around here talking for you, talking about, oh no, you go fight Joshua. Get your inexperienced ass out of here. Call a man. He was out here talking shit. He think he won. So if he's so confident, Mario, why the next day he's on Good Morning Britain talking about, let's give a all UK, make all UK history. He don't want none of that fucking real sauce. He went, he was just like that movie. He died and went to heaven, homeboy. He got knocked out. Regardless of what people say, he was knocked out. Did he come to? Yeah, a lot of people do. But guess what? He went to the other side. He seen dead people.
And is Ben Davison and Tyson Fury on the same page? Because I could have sworn that following Monday, Fury came out on the treadmill. Hey Wilder, I'm back in the gym. I'm getting ready. Don't do something. But
Mike,
are
you
they
know these fools on the same page. Look, we got 3 different conflicting fucking audios, right? We got Freddie saying that Ben is inexperienced and giving the same advice to 2 completely different fighters.
And Ben totally addressed that. I sent you both audios
I
for
got
that.
it all, baby. I got it all.
Because listen to me, because Fury is the fighter and Ben is the trainer. Just like a guy who's getting his ass beat, a fighter getting his ass beat, and the trainer trying to stop him from getting his ass beat are on different wavelengths. And I'm not saying that he's protecting him. I'm saying that Ben is seeing it like chess. If he can maneuver Fury in a position, hold on. If he can maneuver Fury in a position where he's better prepared for the rematch by allowing or circumventing the fight, the rematch to take place instead of or in place of Joshua Wilder, then it works out better for Fury. But Fury's not thinking that because exactly what Mike said earlier, he is the Gypsy King. This man will take it. Given the chance, I wouldn't doubt that Fury would fight both men on the same day. He probably would want to do that.
Oh my God!
Good for him?
Hey,
no, it's not good for him.
And UK citizenship. I see it. I see it right now. He woke up this morning. He said, "I'm gonna take the UK angle." Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, one man, look, Joshua and Wilder wanted to fight, and one man stepped up, and his name was Fury. So until Joshua and Wilder step up, the lineage might not be in Fury's corner, but the balls are in his corner.
Yo, Mario, just get it right when you're gonna, prop up your man. He stepped up twice. He stepped up to fight, and then he had to step up off the fucking floor when he got flattened.
Yeah, he also stepped up to fight Klitschko first, right?
I don't know. Did he? Or did Klitschko offer him the fight? Because the fight was never offered to Deontay Wilder, according to Shelly Finkel. Videos on the youtube.com/The Boxing Voice.
Well, when you're beating up taxi drivers, it's hard to get people's attention.
I'm just saying, Fury wasn't a taxi driver. Sounds like he'd rather go on vacation or sabbatical again.
Well, he's earned it after that.
I'm sure he has. 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder. You better go take a break.
And winning 10 of them.
Go take a break. Can't do that again. Hey, yo, Wilder said something yesterday that he's been said that, again, he made me a believer. Bruh, you could be perfect, but you got to be perfect for 12 rounds, Mario. And Fury could not do that. He got dropped in the 9th, and he got slept in the 12th. And outside of that, logical boxing fans gave Wilder a round or 2 here. For anyone to say that he didn't get not one round. Matter of fact, let's put Mario on the hot seat. Mario, you're going to tell me that Deontay Wilder did not win any rounds from 1 through 8.
Listen.
1 through 8. Don't make this long.
Could he have? Yes, absolutely. He did enough. Did he is the question.
Hey, all you fucking new Mario fans, because he's fucking on the Fury side, does that sound like a good enough answer? Where's your scorecard, chump?
That boxing is an opinion sport. Yeah, I think that's the answer, Ness. I think that's the answer.
Mario, we got scorecard apps. What happened? You ain't got an app? You got an app for your girl? You got an app for your You gonna tell me you didn't score the card?
Yeah, I scored the card. It's on my iPad. I get it. If you want, I don't care.
He left his iPad at his brother's house, and then his niece got it, but she's in school. But the school took her on a field trip. Come on, Bree. You're going to tell me from 1 through 8, Wilder won no rounds. Nobody could believe that shit. Nobody at all. But look, we chopped it up enough. I'm going to go out to the audio now because we got to address everything. It's not just one thing. It's everything. What's going on up in this motherfucking camp, huh? We were just talking on the Wilder Fury rematch, but now we got to touch on the Freddie Roach controversy. Him coming out and having some specific things to say about Ben Davison's training methods.
A legendary trainer, he's a great trainer. But every trainer's got their own philosophy, and he would have liked to have seen a few different things from Tyson to what I was looking for. Freddie's phoned me since then, actually, and he's apologised, and he said he didn't mean it in the way it come across. But I'm not taking no offence to it. Like I say, every trainer's got their own philosophy, and that's his. He spoke something about me asking Isaac to do the same thing as Tyson. Now, Tyson and Isaac were both boxing punchers, and I like fighters, if you're boxing a puncher, to do a couple of things in the first few rounds to help negate that. And they was both boxing punchers, and I asked them both to do that to help negate that asset that they brought to the table, and they both did that. And that definitely helped towards both of their, wins, so to speak.
So, I mean, look, I think that was another Mario Munguia answer. That was political as hell. He's trying to leave the doors open. I mean, he's a young trainer, and why not leave that door open so that you can continue to soak in some knowledge regardless of what Freddie had to say about him negatively? Because think about it. Any sort of setting that you walk into where there's some sort of authoritative figure, you got to go through this. And if you want that knowledge, you got to take a little bit of tough love. And if you can't take tough love, that means you're a fucking sheep. You're just wearing wolf's clothing.
Honestly, I think he showed a lot more maturity than Freddie Roach did. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I just think he handled it the best way possible, and kind of left the door open for Freddie if they ever work together. But props to him for handling the situation the right way and not coming out and being bashing Freddie Roach or just trying to denigrate, because no matter what he said, Freddie Roach is still one of the legends in the sport of boxing.
Through UK fashion, they're so unfucking.
I mean, yes, everybody ain't gonna have the same reaction as you have towards shit. You feel me?
Bro,
I know plenty of dudes in the UK that would come out hot and swinging. They call in on this show.
My first time on a big stage and you come out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to shit on my performance. Nah, fuck that. I am going to say something. But I like what Ben did. Regardless of how I would have handled it, I love the way that he handled it. He left that door open and the possibility of bringing, Freddie right back and continuing to get that help and tutelage that he might or may not need.
Well, I 100% agree with y'all. That's what he did. I didn't expect that. I honestly thought he was going to come out firing. But the fact is that was the smart response, because I think they will need Freddie. I think there are a lot of things that Freddie can offer the camp even a second time around, especially when you're reviewing the tape, especially when you're looking at ways to take certain elements of the fight at certain moments. So, yeah, if that's the Mario Munguia route, then that was the smart route, because that was definitely the smart thing to do.
And let's be real. I mean, Freddie Roach right now. I mean, not Freddie Roach, but Ben Davison right now is like, he's hot. I mean, shit, he's a star. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, nobody expected Tyson Fury to come out and had the performance that he had, and you got to give a lot of that fucking credit to Ben Davison to give him. Boxers that are coming up that are seeing this, they give a fuck, because they see a person that actually gave a fuck about something. They see a person that actually gave a fuck about somebody when at the time Fury can do shit for him. He was 400 something pounds, can do shit for him, and he showed that, hey, I do care, and I can get you back on top, not on top like. All right, man, go ahead.
You don't know shit about boxing.
Nah, Mike made a lot of great points there, and he's absolutely right. I'll tell you this: I don't think there are many top trainers that couldn't have brought someone back like that from that far down, from that low. And props to Fury, of course. It takes the man to do that.
He brought him back. Take the rematch.
He needs some milk.
Go. Okay, yeah.
He needs some whole milk or some shit.
I mean, the way that boy went down, they call Wilder. Isn't it Fury they call Wilder spaghetti legs? There's no way I'm gonna let this spaghetti legs put me down.
Is it true that he only had one punch?
Yo, why spaghetti legs ain't go down? He came in lighter. Okay, you guys say he's unskilled. He's windmill. You know, he's too little. He's got chicken legs. He has no skill whatsoever. Yet
Windmill Wilder.
This is what I'm saying, Mike, because we could look at it half empty. We could look at it the way Mario wants to paint it and, you know, say, oh, wow, Fury went in there and did X, Y, Z. Or we could look at it the way these sheep say, right? The sheep say that this man's faced 39 bums until he faced Luis Ortiz. So he's only faced one guy. He has no skill. He's just a country boy. He's wild. No one knows him.
One trick pony.
He needs to raise his profile. He only has a right hand. And then he goes up against the best fighter in the world. And he puts him down twice.
The Gypsy King.
I thought you couldn't hit what you can't see, bum.
If I get hit by a spaghetti legs and I go down, then I shouldn't be boxing or something like that.
No, spaghetti legs, bum, right? Like, I don't get it. I mean, if you're the best and you don't get hit, but I hit you, does my profile raise at all, Mario? Eddie Munguia?
I just think somebody said the first knockdown was a illegal knockdown.
Well, you know, it's funny because you said that Wilder came on the show and said you got to be perfect for 12, and yet you're trying to raise him to this mythical proportion for being perfect in 2 rounds. Like, come on, dog. Like,
being perfect for 2 rounds.
You see it. I know you see it. You're smart enough to see what you're doing. So
no. I'm saying, like, when did I say that he
he's talking about me.
No. I was saying Ness. Ness said
talking
that
about me, but what he's forgetting is that we gave him the floor. We opened up the show to Mario Munguia and said, Mario Munguia, did you give Deontay Wilder 1 round or any rounds between 1 and 8? And right away, he couldn't be honest, so he took the political answer and said, I can see him winning rounds. So, I mean, I don't understand it. Is he a bum and didn't win rounds, or is he, you know, not a bum and 1 round? Like, go ahead, Mike. I don't get it.
I'm just trying to show you how he.
Ask me that question, please.
Look, I know you're going to answer correctly. I'm talking about Ness, who sees things in his, like, he's got his own peripheral, and nobody else. His words don't reflect that peripheral. Like, he's gonna hold somebody to a certain standard, but then he's not gonna hold somebody to the other standard. You know, he does it all the time, but he knows what he's doing. Y'all are fooled. Y'all think he don't know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
No, they're fooled into believing that this is your true stance. Mario's just
no.
Mario's the other side. I want you guys to dot your I's and cross your T's. Remember this day. Write it down on your little notes pad in your smartphones. Let's see. Let's make sure that Mario continues to ride for you guys so he could go down with the fucking ship.
I'm riding with the truth, homie. I don't care if you know, if Fury was from the UK or from Afghanistan, or if I don't give a shit where he's from.
Sure, sounds good.
Hey, bro, they call you Alex Jones. I know you probably don't know who that is, but that is funny as hell right now.
Because of why?
I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck Alex Jones is.
I know, but it's
all I know about boxing. I mean, you want to explain it, Michael?
He just a political pundit that gives his opinion the way he wants to give it.
Oh, okay. No, I know who Alex Jones is, but I was like, I thought they were going off on like a physical thing. I was like, I didn't think I sounded that bad, but damn.
No, not you, Ness. You call it
Ness. Oh shit, yeah. Oh hell yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, that's why I was like, wait a minute, what did I do?
I got a special message. This in for Fury.
Every dog has his day.
You know what I'm saying? He got lucky. He got a draw. He got lucky. Run it back. Look. Speak, Mario. Super Mario. Oh, Mario. This is what he wanted.
It's so funny. It's so funny because 95%. It's crazy that you just said that.
There you go.
Wilder got his day because he got the draw. Like, you know that's true. Everybody that's listening right now, Ness knows that Wilder got lucky with the draw. He knows he did. He knows he did.
Mike, why
I
did
can't
you
even
think of this?
believe you're setting yourself up like that. Listen, every Jordan needs his Pippen, and you're being the Pippen right now because you're setting me up for like the easy point.
Ooh, he killing you,
the
right?
easy
That
point.
was a nice one right there.
The easy
Every
point.
Jordan needs his Pippen.
Easy
Them
point.
some bars for your ass, Ness. You better come with something.
Yo, Mike, that analogy makes no sense because Jordan and Pippen was on the same team. Obviously, we on two different sides of the spectrum.
No, hell no. Not in this case because you're setting me up for the easy points. You're on my team.
You guys are on the same team. We all are TBV, right?
You're on my team.
You're
on my team right now because you know that he got gifted that draw decision. You know he did, and yet,
my friend,
that's crazy to me.
Matter of fact, if you knew that, you would have a scorecard, but you don't.
I got a scorecard. I mean, I don't remember it off the top of my head. Like, that's crazy. I know Fury won. I mean, that's easy to see.
Remember, early in the program, you said it's on your iPad.
I'll do you one better. Let's do a show, and you show me where Wilder won all these rounds because you're tripping.
Absolutely.
You're tripping. I'll do you one better. We don't need old ass scorecards from the first time I saw the fight.
Time out. No problem. We've already been, putting together a schedule for Patreon. We had a post, a few, I believe it was Crucial, that specifically wanted film studies and breakdowns. And even last night, me and Mike were discussing what day every week could it be, because what we're thinking, Untitled on Monday, film study on Tuesday. We don't know what's the Wednesday show, but I remember you and I had spoke about an idea. So
Wednesday
then
should just be Untitled, like regular. Fuck it.
No, Untitled is Monday.
Okay.
It always used to be at 7 p.m., but
Yep.
So boom. Mario had an idea that we talked about off air. We'll talk about it again off air and bring you up to speed. So then the Thursday show, like we said, Mario, with you, we thought about the comments one, right? And then Friday is betting. Boom, week is over. So yeah,
it's a good schedule.
We could totally do a film study. And it could totally be on that fight. But let me just hold on. Let me just say this, right? And this is for everyone. I have not watched that fight since I watched it that day.
Me either.
And I learned something from someone else, right? When you go and score a fight, now we're all, I don't know the word because I'm not as smart as you guys, but now we're all looking for something.
Preconceived notion.
We're looking for our agenda. We're trying to prove ourselves right now. So it's going to be different. But I would totally love to watch it again because I know without a shadow of a doubt that there are rounds in the first 1 through 8 that Wilder won the jab contest. There's rounds where I remember Wilder hitting Fury with a jab and my man stumbling back. Another round where he hit him with a jab and he broke his nose for the remainder of the fight. That nose never stopped bleeding. So like to say that he didn't win any rounds until he got that one first knockdown is just ridiculous. And it shows the casualness of these men.
Ooh.
And one more thing
coming at me like that.
Before we get back to the subject, I'm supposed to get with Ron G, and we're trying to get this motherfucking Adrian Broner thing off the ground before it gets too late. So just keep a lookout for that.
Well,
that's what's up.
Adrian Broner thing off the ground.
The little mini series.
Look at him avoiding what I'm about to say.
Listen. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I want to do that. I
know.
He's busy though, but Ron, I mean, look.
We can get the fucking outline from Ron and just like, hey man, can we just go with it? And if you're available, you're available, and just like
a conference call just to see like where he wanted it to be direct.
Exactly.
Is his idea. But go ahead, Mario.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is this real quick. I love the idea. I would rather do that. I think that makes more sense than showing our old ass scorecards from the first night when that works. Okay, because you can't. But let me tell you this: for people that don't know, Ness is actually really good at scoring fights. He really is. That said, when he's got something to prove or he's got something to gain, he's terrible. You go and tell them how many rounds you were giving Hart in the first 6. Man, Ness had it 5-1 for Hart going in the 6th round because he was betting that draw. Like, come on, like
whoa. Come on. Don't do that now. Don't lie. Don't lie,
no, okay, I'm exaggerating. Okay, I am for theatrical purpose, but Come on, you were there too, and we could go back to it too. It's recorded.
Doggy.
Ness was giving Hart all kinds of rounds in them first 6.
No, he had a 4-2 like me.
He lying, bro. Listen, anyway, the audio's out there. That show's still getting hits because people knew where the money was at, and my bet came very close. They starting to see, ever since I said on this show that there will be no more me picking with my heart, because I'm tired of seeing these clowns in the chat acting like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Meanwhile, I got more money. My pot is up. I'm in the fucking green. I'm winning money on the fights, and I got my picks right. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling shit to the T. They just typing shit in the chat.
Yeah, ain't nobody say you couldn't pick fights. I mean, I remember the Crow days. I mean, I got like a, vague running tab of Crow. But that said, I just it's gonna be a show. Go to Patreon and you can see me break down the fight, and then you can see me break Ness down. So
I can tell what Mario's gonna be doing is like, oh, that was a close round, man. I won't argue if you gave it to Fury or Wilder.
I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that because I seen the fight. Fury won that fight.
You fucking bums out there, don't hit me with no, that was a 10-10 round. Get the fuck out of here with that weak ass scoring. It's one person won the round. None of that.
Real quick. Hold on, whoa. Y'all quick arguing. If you're listening right now, please go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. And if you're doing any kind of holiday shopping, this is going to play something for you right now.
Damn. Thinking of doing some shopping? Need to buy that last-minute gift? Take advantage of Amazon's already extremely competitive pricing and very fast Prime delivery that doubles as Amazon's own Netflix service. Bookmark our hyperlink at Thaboxingvoice.com/Amazon. It costs nothing, but whenever you use it, we receive a small kickback that is used to produce new content.
Alrighty then. Let me go out to the sponsors.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to Rod 807 in the Pine Bluff. What's good? Good morning. Good morning. What up, my friend?
What up, baby? Arkansas, stand up, baby. A-State in the building.
I joined that Patreon yesterday, bro, so I'm with you guys. I'm supporting you like I said I would, man. And I'm going to keep doing that. But I want to address your boy more. And give me a little time on this. Don't cut me off. Don't stop me from hitting after the bell. When I call into these shows, I want expert analysis. I don't need emotions. I don't need, hey, this guy won and emotional shit. I could watch First Take, Stephen A. Smith for that. When you watch the Wilder fight, if you watch the first 4 rounds in round 11, Fury was hella inactive and Wilder threw more punches and landed more punches in the rounds. Go back and watch the fight. Don't get on here talking about who won 10 rounds if you didn't watch those rounds. I have $200. If you go and you watch those 5 rounds and you don't score 3 on from Wilder, either you biased or you full of shit. And that's all I'm gonna say about that one. Two. When Wilder fought fought against Fury, people don't want to acknowledge that Wilder hadn't fought since March. That's 9 months out the ring. No rounds, no nothing. His timing was off. He's a power puncher. Power puncher timing is everything. Fury had 17 rounds within 4 months of fighting Wilder. I watched Floyd Mayweather take 2 years off and come back and fight a legend in Marquez and outbox him and outclass him. I watched Sugar Ray Leonard fight Marvin Hagler, a legend, after being 2.5 years out and outbox him and outclass him. So to act like that was such an unbelievable feat is BS. And if you think Fury ain't thinking about those 2 knockdowns, especially the one in the 12th round, you a fool. Right after that fight, I told a buddy of mine who's watching the fight with me, I said, Fury gonna run from him. That last knockdown, I wish Wilder would have put him out because he's not going to come back and want to eat that right hand again because now he knows Wilder can throw that shit for 12 rounds. It's not a 3-round thing. It's not like with Tyson, if you got past the 7th round, you knew you had a shot because he would gas out. With Wilder, he's throwing that thing for 12 rounds. Another thing with Wilder, this man gave up 55 pounds in that fight. Come on, man. What other fighter you know could do that? And I get tired of y'all saying that Wilder has fought bums his whole career. Wilder started from the bottom. He didn't come in as this world-class fighter like Floyd Mayweather, like Shakur Stevenson, like Sugar Ray Leonard. He had to start in the back of fucking mobile homes fighting. So if he ranked 400, he's going to fight the 350 ranked guy. And he worked his way all the way up to where he's fighting guys and he's knocking guys down who's been fighting since they was 8 years old. And this man started when he was 20. He walked in a damn gym when he was 20 years old and started fighting. And he's on the same level with Tyson Fury. Think about that shit. Think about that, really. So that's my call, man. Y'all stop shitting on Wilder. Wilder doing shit that we've never seen done in boxing, especially heavyweight. I'm out.
Rod in the Bluff, thank you for calling in. Good morning. We going out to Skype. We going to Jack is the truth.
Hello, what's good? That's Mike, Mario. Yeah, I don't know why you guys are surprised about this, to be honest, because I remember distinctly calling up 4 weeks ago saying that Wilder made a critical error trying to box AJ out, talking about the ace, that this is the next fight that's going to happen, and he's talking like he doesn't want to fight AJ. Now that it seems like Fury is backpedaling. Remember, we know Fury. Fury is an overachiever. He's someone that went to go and beat Klitschko and didn't want to know after that. Same way he feels he's got a victory with Wilder. He doesn't want to know after that. He's done what he thinks that people think he's not capable of. So he has the tendency to pull out after what's it called. Wilder said 2 people that really want to fight will make the fight happen in 2 seconds. What's happening now?
Somebody media or something?
That's Jack. That's Jack.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's the only one out. You got to stop moving around. Jack, whatever your mic is touching on your clothes, or I don't know what you got going on over there.
I got it on loudspeaker. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
No, you sound good. It's just when you move around, it feels like the mic's rubbing up against your shirt or something.
I'm with you. Okay. Yeah. So I think Wilder has made a big mistake talking all that talk about this is the only fight he wants and it's Fury. Because if he now turns around and starts chasing AJ, it's the fight just won't happen because he's given AJ all the ammunition. AJ is going to be like, I thought you didn't want to fight me. And this is why it's going to prolong and prolong. That's why I feel that you have Wilder's ear. You have a chance to influence what could happen. So by telling him to curb some of these things that he's saying publicly, like, I don't want to know about AJ. I don't want to hear about that. All I'm focused on is Fury. You're painting yourself into a corner. So
Jack, I still pose the question though. At the end of the day, I still pose the question. I posed the offer that AJ stated on IFL TV, the double of the amount offer. I still pose the question, no matter what he said.
Yeah, the question is there. He says that, but what I'm trying to say is they have all the ammunition they need now to not fight Wilder, because what they can make him start chasing, and it goes back to fighting mums. I'm saying if I was in AJ's camp and I knew there's certain things I wouldn't allow him to. I would try to make him not say. I mean, coming on and saying that I just don't want to. I'm not interested in him now because I've got this big fight and he can keep on begging. All those things, emotions are going to take place. It's going to prevent the fight from happening. You should always be careful with what you have until you sign the contract. Until you agree something with Fury, there's no need for him to come out and say AJ's begging. I don't want anything to do with AJ, because now he's going to look silly. He's going to go back to fighting the Brazils and what's it called in sports halls instead of stadiums where he should be fighting.
Jack, it's funny that you're trying to discredit Brazil when your champion faced him and you guys sold out. Bunch of fucking sheep over there.
It's also funny that you say.
I'm not even done with that, because guys like Troy call in, he's like, oh, he's gonna fight Brazil. Oh, he's gonna fight Brazil. Didn't AJ fight Brazil? Like, why are you discrediting AJ's resume? I mean, in one sentence, they say AJ has the best heavyweight resume, and then they say that Brazil's not a top contender. I don't understand.
I don't understand him saying that Wilder coming out saying stuff paints him in a corner. We seen fighters do this all the fucking time. They come out in the public and they talk shit until they get the fucking fight. Laura ran down on Canelo at a fucking press conference. Talk shit to him. Got the fucking fight. Shane Mosley hopped in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. Talk shit to his face. Got the damn fight. This is how fucking boxing is, and it's not going to change, brother. Period.
But listen, it's a difference. It's a difference when somebody got somebody first. Joshua got Brazil first. That said, I don't think it's a bad fight with Wilder. I really don't. I don't think it's like. I mean, it's definitely not like a bum ass fight for sure.
Man, it sounded to me like that team don't want the fight. We got some boomerangers and ringers. We going out to DC. J Hardcore. Good morning.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Both motherfuckers. J Hardcore Boxing. They don't know shit about boxing. Boxingvoice.com. Okay.
Good morning. Boy, I see we got a lot of people on this show today that don't know shit about boxing, man. I mean, this shit is just getting ridiculous at this point. I mean, for people to actually believe that Wilder didn't win any rounds up to the 9th round, I mean, goddamn, you gotta be fucking crazy. I mean, I can easily give him 1, I can give him 2, I can give him 4. I mean, and they're swing rounds. So I mean, for you to say that he got no rounds, I mean, come on, man. Y'all fucking lose that. Mario. My God, bro, what are you talking about today, man? I mean, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed? I mean, help me out. I just don't get what's going on today. I mean, we see what's going on right now with Fury, and I've been saying it the whole time. This guy felt Wilder's power and do not want to try it again because he know he will get knocked out. He knows he will get knocked out. So he's saying this. You know what? I mean, they talking about Wilder and Joshua should fight, and then we fight him like he's the top of the food chain.
Jay, they trying to put miles on Wilder. They need to slow that motherfucker down.
They trying to age him.
Of course. No, you go fight him. You go fight him first.
Right. It's called the art of war. Let your enemies eliminate each other, and then when they weak, you fight the one that won.
Exactly.
I mean, what the fuck is going on, man? Let's do the rematch right now. I mean, I'm a hardcore fan. The rematch, all back in the day, was always the best thing, man. If somebody had public perception that you lost, run it back. When they thought that Madonna beat Floyd Mayweather, what Floyd do? Run it back. He didn't have to run it back. Run it back. Let's do it over again, and let's show who the baddest man on the planet. Keep it just that simple. But no, Fury looking at it in another way. He said, you know what? I can fight Joshua. And that way, I go into the biggest domestic fight ever in England. I could do that. And then, if I lose, so what? I still might get Wilder because he still wants the rematch. They know what they're doing. They're not dumb people over there, man. Not whatsoever. Wilder wants to run it back because he don't like the public perception. Simple as that. And he's the people's champ, and he wants to show the people, hey, I will knock this motherfucker out. I have no problem with it. I mean, come on now. He has more to lose than Fury. Right now, everybody's talking about Fury like the great white hype right now. And Wilder like, hey, you know what? Run it back. But do they want to run it back? Hell no, they don't want to run it back. Why they don't want to run it back? Because of what Fury said after the fight. This motherfucker hits hard. And everybody knows it. 209 knocks out a 260-pound man. And let's get real. Any other ref would have waved it off right there, because why let a man get back up that's laying flat on his back with his eyes closed and you're counting? Come on, wave it off. That's what they do. But nah, the great white hope. So let him move on and make it some Rocky type shit. Man, come on. I'm not falling for that narrative. We know what's going on, man. And Fury and them is playing everybody like a secondhand fiddle. That's my call.
Jay
Listen here,
Hardcore,
bro.
thank you for calling in, brother. Great freaking call. Love that.
Yeah, it was a great call. It was a great call because look, Jay Hardcore has been a long time listener, long time caller. I know without a doubt he's got his hardcore card for sure. And he came out and stated my point. My point is there were swing rounds. Ness got on me talking about, oh, there could be rounds for, oh, you're going to take the political. It's not political to say that there were certain rounds that could have gone to Wilder. Those are called swing rounds. That's what Jay Hardcore said. And that was my point. And Ness is over here trying to say, nah, those are definite rounds. Those are definite rounds. Homie, those are swing rounds. And I happen to score more for Fury. So you're right, Jay Hardcore. Good job, man. We shut Ness down together.
It's hilarious that Mario acts as if the things that he says aren't recorded. Like he literally just said
that
ago. He literally just said a few seconds ago, 10 rounds to 2. Now Jay Hardcore comes on. He's like, oh, he's proving my point. There's so many swing.
Come on, man. Come on. First of all, you know goddamn well I said I didn't have my card out. I wasn't
10-2. You said 10-2. Now he calls in. You're saying there's swing rounds. You sound
so you're getting on me for being like a bit theatrical on a morning podcast? Like, come on, dog. That was me being dramatic.
Hey, Mike, now it's
I'm not saying I never said I didn't score. I didn't score some rounds for Wilder. I don't remember them off the top of my head. That's why I'm saying let's do this. Let's do this on Patreon. I'll show the whole world the way I score. I'll show the whole world how I scored the fight.
I don't want the world to see.
I thought he won. I expected to hear his hand raised at the end of the fight, and so did most of the world.
I don't want the world to see that my co-host doesn't know how to score the fight, man. Don't rush to do that. We got some first-time callers. We're going out to the 716. Actually, wait a minute. Before we go to that 716, prepare yourself. Make sure you're not on Bluetooth. You have no windows down if you're on your commute to work. Preferably some iPhone headphones. Those always work the best. We're going out to NO in the New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
What's good, bro?
Good morning.
Back at it, bro. Ain't nothing less, bro. This shit, bro, this shit make you feel like me with the Pacquiao all over again, bro. You hear me? You got one side full of shit. They can't get, they gotta fill needles and shit when the motherfucker got tattoos all over their body and shit. You hear me? And all this fucking nonsense. Then you got Eddie Hearn. You know what's going on there? The zone found out about Eddie Hearn fucking ass. The cat out the bag. They got De La Hoya over there, De La Hoya in their ear, letting them know what's really going on. De La Hoya about to take over that DAZN platform, man. Eddie Hearn about to get fucking pushed out of the way. They already got a fight with Derek Chisora and them that's going to Showtime. They lost the purse bid with Maurice Hook and them. And he's supposed to have all this fucking money that he's supposed to be throwing around. But why you losing purse bids? When Al Hammond lost the purse bid when he was slinging that fucking money around like an AK. You hear me? The shit wasn't happening. If anything, you're gonna try to prevent that motherfucker from going to purse bid, because you know Al Hammond was gonna win that shit. That's why Colvin Evans Stevenson never fought. You dig? You know what Candy Boozer did? When we going to purse bid with Al Hammond? You know what? Fuck all that. You hear me? We don't want to fight for that title. You did. We signed a contract with HBU. Eddie Hearn is full of shit, man. He lied to us from the beginning. The zone level owner, the zone, I forgot the guy's name, but he found Eddie Hearn ass out. So now they want to fight in motherfucking New York City. They want to fight Deontay Wilder and they want to have 2 fights in New York City now. All of a sudden. Before that, the fight couldn't happen over there in the UK. You know what I'm saying? The fight had to go down over there. Dude he wasn't interested in coming to the U.S.
You dig? Now all of a sudden, he done went to Madison Square Garden, you heard me? And he done fought in front of 89,000 people. Now you get goosebumps when you're in Madison Square Garden in front of that crowd. You know what I'm saying? The money in the U.S., bro, and the DAZN found out that Eddie Hearn full of shit, and he not gonna rob me with no ski mask no more. He not gonna get at the ski mask with no more, man. They found this lying ass out, man. That's my call. Next, you gotta start exposing that motherfucker. Why he lost them Thursday, and why he trying to fight in the U.S. all of a sudden? When they said that a big fight got to go down in the U.K. That's my call.
I know, man. Thanks for calling it. I seen that, man. I don't know if you guys want to at least touch on it really briefly or keep going. We got a lot of callers. Up to you. But I seen the whole Showtime thing, and Derek Chisora. I'm not looking at it like the zone losing money. That's so that's so pessimistic. You know what I mean? So glass half empty. I'm looking at it like this was a pre-existing deal that Espinoza had with Eddie Hearn, because he's investing in his heavyweight. Showtime has a heavyweight in the name of Deontay Wilder, and Dillian White is highly ranked in the WBC. I think this was just Showtime laying the groundwork for a possible clash.
Absolutely. I think Dillian White had a previous deal, because I believe the Parker fight was on Showtime. So I think maybe White had a deal with Showtime that his fights would be on Showtime. And to say the zone is a losing money is not good. I mean, it's bad for us. I mean, we won't be able to see boxing like we would love to see boxing. I mean, we done many shows about the zone fight. So if the zone losing money, then the fans are losing too.
No, the problem is, I'm sorry, Mario, but
no, go ahead.
You are perfect to go last because you would know more than Mike, So I'm telling Mike and hoping that you back me, right? Like, this is no different than when PBC came out in its infancy. There's so many fucking detractors, and everybody wants to see you fail. So every time they hear or see something, they assume and they over speculate, and they put all this pressure on these companies, like, yo, it's the first fucking year, which they don't even have a full calendar year. Like, why are so many people being negative? And it's boxing. Like, get this Eddie Hearn shit out of your mind. I see people talking about, oh, these nuts app, and just calling the app so many stupid names. And it's just like, yo, are we in fucking elementary? Like, I don't even understand what's wrong with these people. Like, that app has over 80 fights a year. Like, I want to watch that shit. Like, if you don't like it, just shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want the app to be gone. You know what I'm saying? I like those bum fights, motherfucker. Like,
what was Ronnie Shields calling it?
Yeah, that's another one. What
dead
zone?
Dead zone. Yeah.
Yo, listen to me. No way is dead zone. I know that Ronnie Shields is like, yo, we just gonna go to purse bid, right? Because we get 50-50, but that's the whole thing. You get 50-50. You still might end up fighting on dead zone. So, like, stop saying this dumb shit, because dead zone has the best middleweight, the one that you need, the one that is the only one that's going to give your fighter true recognition, the only way that he's going to be undisputed in that division. So I don't even get that.
Well, and I think more what Eno, because I'm not going to lie, Eno came on like a lawyer. Like, he was making some good points, and the way he presented his case, it sounded good. But I think more what he was saying was Eddie Hearn is the issue with the zone, and Canelo and De La Hoya are feeling to take over. But I agree with both of y'all. Absolutely. I'm not going to say that White had a pre-existing deal with Showtime, because I think we would have heard it go to Showtime long before we did. That said, you're probably right. There was probably interest all along, no matter who or when he fought. So I don't think that DAZN is in the market to buy specific fights. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that they're going to detract from that, but they have a platform on that app that's very specific. They're trying to sell a fighter, as opposed to one specific fight. It wasn't, hey, come check out Canelo Fielding. It was more like, hey, come check out Canelo, and they showcase those single fighters on the app that are signed to them or have appeared on their network.
Going out to what I believe is a first-time caller. If you're a first-time caller, let that be the first words out your mouth so we can play this first-time caller intro, and you can introduce yourself to the world. Come out for that ring walk as if you're going to face Tyson Fury. 716-909. 716-909.
Yes.
First time
Kenny.
caller?
Yes, Kenny. No, second time caller.
All right. Kenny, where you calling in from?
Niagara Falls.
Oh, that's right. What's going on, brother?
Hey, how you doing? Oh, well, I just calling in because I've been seeing the show, Ness. You got a nice, very good show. And the one guy on there, for Mario, said that I just wanted to go back to what the words he was saying, that Tyson, Deontay Wilder, lucky that he got his hand raised because he lost the fight. That's a lie. Deontay Wilder won that fight easy, and he won by a knockout. So Fury is the one lucky he got his hand raised because that was a knockout, period. And Anthony Joshua, I'm tired of he coming to the States acting like he won the fight now. When a man offers you $50 million and you turn that down, there's no need to try to fight after that. Your time is up, player. And if you watch Anthony Joshua's fights, the right hand is there all night for him. For anybody that watch his fights anytime, the right hand is there all night. He get hit with right hand so much. It's like when Deontay Wilder hit him, he's gonna be knocked out within 7 rounds. I promise you that. Well, that's all I wanted to say, Ness. Thank you for so much for having me on. You got a great show. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Kenny. We got you locked in now. Definitely. Let me press that save button. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, but we got a super chat from Joseph. Most of the U.S. thought Wilder lost, though. 414-839. First time caller. Say you a first time caller. 414-839.
And hell no, that's this Sarah from Milwaukee, man. What up, blood?
What up?
Hey, check this out, man. Who's the chubby liar on the show? What's his name?
They coming for you, Mario.
This nigga, man, listen, man. Like, this nigga just said Wilder won 2 rounds. Then he come back and said he ain't say that. Like, gee, come on, fam. What you doing up there? I might as well be up there if you don't lie and shit. But anyway, Ness, you call another grown man Popeye, bruh. I'm petitioning niggas to ban you for 2 shows. You cannot come on for 2 shows. You call another grown man Popeye. But back to this shit.
My nigga, I thought I was the only one. I'm like, man, hey, it may be a Latin thing. I don't know. But that Popeye shit. Hey,
man, that's that New York shit, man. They get away with some suspect ass shit. Popeye shit, man. Hey, but man, check this out. When the next border wars, G? Let me know when the next border wars, G. Because anybody from the UK, we strapping up and we going. I'm in the ring with whoever. I'm 6'1", I'm 212. So I'm knocking out anybody from heavyweight to featherweight.
Rob in the UK, he a heavyweight, but he only want to fight on home soil like AJ.
Oh, he what they call them niggas over there, fucking wanker. They were some fucking wankers, man. But that's all I had to say, man. I got to catch up to the show. I don't know what was said, but I heard that nigga live on live and shit, talking about Wilder won 2 rounds, knowing damn well that's a goddamn lie. When he go back and watch the fight, talking about those swing rounds, he gonna give at least 2, maybe 3 to him off top. So that's enough for the draw right there. But I'm out, man. Love the show. Peace out. I'll holla at y'all. No more Dada and Popeye, nigga.
You got
Stop that shit.
You got it.
Right.
Oh, he said Poppy. I thought he was saying Papa. I was like, oh, he said Papa. Like Papa. Like, oh, okay. That is a Latin thing, though.
Yeah, it is.
That is a Latin thing. I hear people saying.
Wait, so did he say shells like bullet shells, or is it cells like, I don't know, like cells? Yeah. Was it CELL or CSHEL?
I thought he said CSH. I mean SH. SH, my bad.
Which is in Milwaukee?
It's CELL, cells.
Okay.
CELL.
Okay.
Oh, cells.
Cells. We going out to, let me see, any ringers or boomerangs? Yes, right. We have Javi on the line. Mastermind status. Talk to me.
Yo, Mario, I used to fuck with you, but what the fuck going on, bro? What's really good, man? Let me know what's good, Mario. Talk to me.
It's all right.
What's
It's all right. I
going
still
on
fuck
in
with you,
life?
Javi.
Hey,
I
what's
still
you
fuck
know
with
what's
you.
going
It's all
on
right.
in your life that you fucking saw 10-2? You like that motherfucker on Rush Hour who had glaucoma when he came in the pool hall? You like him? Bitch, you got glaucoma right now, Mario. I don't know what's going on, man. It's all love though. I still love you, Mario. It's all good. But
Javier, what's going
I
on,
still
baby?
fuck with you. I still fuck with you.
10-2, my nigga though? Come on. Mike, you ain't check this nigga when he said 10-2?
Oh, he
You know
did.
I did. You know
Yeah,
I
he
did.
did.
You know my shit is live on fucking Fight Chat.
I had to make sure. I know Mike got me. I don't know about Ness. You know, he's suspect. That nigga Ness suspect by what he really about. You know, he trying to say narrative and shit. It's cool. But anyways, hey, they said this shit. They said Fury really ain't ducking that fight. He really felt that power. He don't want to get back in there. Fury felt that. You heard him talking. He said, shit, AJ ain't gonna want to feel the power I felt. He felt that shit. He like, that nigga 209. He trying to get to 245 with his power. Nigga, I ain't looking for that. That's not what I'm coming here to sign up for. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all saw what happened at 12. My feet, my toes curled up. My eyes closed. I saw Jesus for about 3 minutes. I swear, he saw Jesus. But it's cool. Hey man, we'll fight Joshua, but if you want us to get him out the way for you, I don't know what's going on. He probably finna get back on the bench. I'm telling y'all. I told y'all this after the fight. He probably finna get on another bench. I know y'all all sensitive about that shit. I'm just speaking facts to the situation. But it's cool, man. You know what's up. Hey, but Mario, don't never say that 10-2 shit no more. That shit crazy. You bugging. It's cool, bro. I'm out, man. I'll probably boomerang back in a minute.
Javi, thanks for calling in. We going out to D on Skype.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, first of all, Ness, that caller that you had, NO, man, you need to put him on the panel, man. You need to give him a job. He come with some solid points there. Definitely. And secondly, you're going a bit too hard on Mario, Ness, man.
I ain't saying nothing. That's the listeners. I ain't said nothing. They coming for him with that craziness. Listen, I set the pace. All right, so let's ask you 1 through 8. Could you see any rounds for Wilder? Did you give any?
Do you know what? I give Wilder, ironically, the first round. That's the round I give him. The first round and the 2 when he got the knockdown.
All right.
So
unlike
that was
Mario,
I literally.
Unlike Mario, only gave him 10-2.
I mean, shit, he only gave him fucking 9-3, and his shit whack too. Put that whack shit on, homie.
But you see, the thing is, yeah, I think morally it was a draw because I think Fury outboxed him, but in the 12th round, that 12th round knockout, most refs would have waved it off. So I
Morally, it was a draw.
By like morally,
No, that's a good point.
Morally, are we bringing morals into it now? That we doing?
Well, it's the same way when you say you've seen a fight and you didn't score it, and you say, "Well, I think that guy won." I think that's how he's saying it. Like, I mean, you know, it kind of evens out because he got up.
Remember when Andre Ward fought Kovalev, and it was like the way that Andre Ward was pushing the fight.
He got back off the fucking ground and beat Kovalev ass the latter half of that fight. That's why he won. It wasn't because he's morally got the victory.
Let me take
He
something,
beat
Mike.
his ass.
But he won. He won by how you scored the fight, right? It wasn't just simply, he just won because Kovalev won because he dropped Andre Ward. He won. He won by how you scored round for round for round. Would you agree?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So if you score it round for round for round, you got to give the fight to Fury. But at the same time,
how?
Wait. That don't make sense.
Bro,
he won a.
Listen,
did you watch the live fight chat?
If you score round by round, that means that you have to add up the rounds at the end, bro. You can't say you score round by round, you give it to Fury.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, you'd have to add it up and all of that. But ultimately, if you scored round for round for round, I think you'd have to give the fight to Fury. But at the same time, the 12th round knockdown, most refs would have waved it off and then Wilder would have won by KO. So that's what I'm saying. When I look at it from both sides of the coin, I think, you know what? Fuck it, give him a draw. Because you could have gone either way with that. Most refs would have waved that off. I'll definitely say that. The way how he dropped him in the 12th, and he was motionless, most refs would have waved it off. So there's an argument there for that. But at the same time, there's an argument if you score round by round by round, Fury won on points.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
I think what he's saying, and this was like just to understand, like I think what he's saying is the same thing that I'm saying. Like I'm not saying I scored it 10-2. Like I don't even remember what I scored it. What I'm saying is okay, I said that, but the point I was trying to make is this. You hold up like this perfect 12-round thing, right? I'm not saying you, but in general, there are definite rounds, and obviously there were 2 definite Wilder rounds. I expected Wilder to go out there and make definite rounds without even knocking him down. Like, forget the knockdowns. I expect him to go out there and dominate Fury to a certain extent. Maybe not early, but definitely later in the rounds. Like, I thought that he would string together 5 rounds of just nonstop Wilder action, and it didn't happen. There were a lot of swing rounds. I think there were more than 3, to be honest with you.
Mario, can you name 5 straight rounds of nonstop Vladimir Klitschko action versus Tyson Fury?
No, you're right.
You name 5 straight rounds with Derek Chisora action with Tyson Fury.
No, I'm not saying that I was right for that. I'm not.
Now I'm really gonna get fucking crazy and have haters. Name 5 straight rounds with Floyd Mayweather, because that's who Fury tries to mimic himself off, not that Mayweather does all that herky jerkiness, but being a boxer in the heavyweight division. Like, this dude's trying to hit and not be hit. He ain't trying to go out there with that heavyweight mentality.
No. And see, that you got to understand, like, I bought into the narrative of the fight where it's like, okay, Fury had this layoff. Fury went through all this stuff. He is no longer an elite specimen. Wilder is an elite specimen. That's the narrative I bought in. I did not think we were going to see anything close to the Fury that we'd seen in the past.
Because you're a sheep, because only the sheep were saying that Fury was out for 3 years and that he's a bum and that this is a cherry pick. But
that's not why I was saying that. That's not why I was saying that. That's not why I was saying that.
Nesta was sitting over here saying this is a dangerous fight. This wasn't the route that I wanted Wilder to go. I would absolutely wanted him to go to AJ first, but he chose the harder fight. You know what I'm saying? Fury's a boxer.
Yes, sir. Real quick, we got a super chat from Gil Avils. Wilder needs to fight Joshua and stop acting like he deserves more money. Acting like he deserves more money is a duck. He don't want that AJ power.
No, I can't believe Castle Hill Gil.
Is that my boy Gil? Oh yeah, Gil, man, coming up.
He on some New York Power Diesel, got him bugging right.
Nah, score that point for Gil.
Shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing. He says, I think the 2 knockdowns is making him rethink. Emoji of thinking. And he's talking about Tyson Fury, obviously. We're going out to Connecticut. First time caller. If not, let us know your name. 203-813-814.
Nah, what's up? It's Mike. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mario, man. I agree with Mario saying you guys are giving too much credit to that bum Wilder. Listen, I gave him 2 rounds too. And even in those 2 rounds that he scored the knockdown, Fury got up and started beating his ass again. I mean, you guys are being generous.
Okay. So you're saying, you're saying you didn't give him any rounds from 1 through 9?
I didn't give that bum any rounds. Man, he was getting schooled. Man, Fury taught.
By him leading off with bum, let me know what side of the fence he stands on. He already has a hidden agenda where he's biased already.
I'm from America.
Let him get his call. Let him get his call.
I'm from America. So first of all, don't try to paint that narrative.
I'm not painting the narrative, bro. Your first adjective to Deontay Wilder was bum.
I don't like boxers that can't box. That's why I don't think Wilder is good. He can't box.
Well, he slept the boxer.
He was getting schooled.
He slept the boxer.
Fury was teaching him how to box
until he was sleeping.
Sleep Fury. Listen, you can't call that a knockout if the dude gets up and then starts beating you up.
Go watch Daniel.
Exactly.
Go watch Daniel Jacobs versus Dimitri Pride.
How are you gonna say, oh, I knocked him out? Did you guys see him knocked out? He was sleeping. Then he gets up and then starts beating you up for the whole round. That don't make no sense. Stop over-exaggerating.
So why no judge gave it a 10-9? Why no judge gave the 12th round 10-9? Tell me. Since you want to paint the narrative,
Corruption.
excuse me, you want to paint the narrative that
9-9. That's 9-9.
Yeah. This guy's bugging.
How rare is that, though? How rare is that? That never happens.
It's not rare when you come back and rally because we've heard announcers say, "Oh my God, he rallied back." That's a 10-9, a 9-9.
That don't mean they scored it 9-9.
Hater.
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Got up and showed that boy how to box, man. Fury is teaching him how to box the whole entire fight. Yeah, he got knockdowns, but even in the rounds that he got knocked down, he came back and was whooping his ass. I mean, what's more to say?
90
Wilder cannot
seconds.
fight.
Mike, you don't know shit
End of
about
story,
boxing.
man.
You don't know
Like,
shit about boxing.
that dude fight like a special ed student.
If you didn't give him one round from 1 through 9, you know absolutely nothing about.
This guy right here said a special ed student. So we are out here shaming special ed students now. That's what we're doing, homie.
Damn.
This what you from?
Oh,
Really?
And he quit. And he dropped himself.
Man, you pussy, bro. Motherfuckers like that, bro, come out here and try to denigrate people that have disabilities. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
60 seconds.
Man, it's a tough.
And you know, I got all soft and shit now. So, but I'm back, motherfucker. Fuck him for real.
Mike, shut that off. Shut up. I mean, look, it's a tough sport, man. It's a tough sport. We love so hard that sometimes we say things that could offend people. It doesn't necessarily mean that we mean it like that. I don't know him, but I'm gonna defend him because I've been in my boxing rants and said some shit. Just like I'm sure everyone has been furious and said some shit. Let's go out to Fahim in New Jersey. I mean, is it New Jersey? Probably Philadelphia, right? Philly or New Jersey? I'm not sure. You got to unmute yourself,
I'm just listening. Go ahead.
10 seconds.
I got you. Let's go to Idris in the UK.
Hey, we were saying, fam. I've been waiting for this. Mike, what didn't Deontay say that he felt like a force was holding him back, and it was some sort of gypsy power that saved Fury? Are you telling me that's not the most wild of all excuses you've ever heard in your time of being a boxing fan? There was no banter about that. He meant that.
I don't know if he really truly meant that, bro. I think he was just having fun.
Damn, you're gonna give him credit and then you're gonna shut your boy out. That's fucked up.
What you mean?
I've got another question.
Mario just interprets shit the way he wants, says it out.
I don't know what the fuck Mario talking about.
I'm saying though, you were like, oh man, you scored 10-2, and then you're gonna let Wilder say some shit like that, and then not say it's, oh man, it was he was being theatrical or whatever.
I mean,
it's all good. Call it, go
Mario,
on.
I mean, you know boxing, right, Mario?
Mario is good. Yo, he's
very good.
Average.
Very fucking good.
Let me speak. Listen, Mike, quick question, innit, for you, yeah? No one else, yeah? Who's got the best chin out of AJ, Fury, and Wilder?
Not Fury, because he's been down. Damn, AJ been down too, huh? Who happened? Well, Wilder's been down too early in his career.
Fury got the best chin.
Listen. Can I speak? Let me say something, yeah. Deontay Wilder has been dropped by Harold Scone, yeah, rocked by Eric Molina, and rocked by Luis Ortiz. How can you say he's got better chin?
I didn't say that.
I said Tyson Fury. We said Tyson Fury.
No, I would say AJ.
Been dropped by Cunningham and Wilder.
Yeah,
I would say AJ.
But you see, that's where you're messing up, Idris. You're not factoring in that he's been dropped by Wilder and got up. That's different.
Yeah, but he's been been dropped by Cunningham. Wilder's been dropped by Scone.
Yo, you see, this is why I say you UK fans are good, but y'all just fucking rookies. Felix Trinidad got dropped in every fight. You can't call
so how does that mean he's got better chin than AJ?
Because you get up. If you don't got no chin, you stay down. If you ain't got no chin, your name is
That's why I brought up AJ.
I'm not even gonna argue with you. All right.
That's why I brought up AJ, because he got hit by Vladimir Klitschko, who reigned the division for. Can I speak? You had your time. That reigned the division for like 10 years. So he's a proven heavyweight that knocked him down and got back up, and he was able to finish him. And I would say I would get Wilder on that kind of on that same level, maybe just a notch below AJ. But Wilder's chin is not to be fucking suspected or anything like that.
What about Wilder getting dropped?
Dog, you got mad deflection on your call. You didn't want to call in here to talk about Ben Davison telling motherfucking Wilder to fight AJ instead of Fury. You don't want to tell the truth that your man's already fucking ducking, moonwalking. You rather talk about chins. You fucking
Yeah,
sheep.
Wilder's a pussy.
You sheep love to deflect. Get your ass out of here, man.
These guys call in with so much hate, bro. Hey, it's lovely though. Hey, call in. This is why we have callers. Call in and tell us how you really feel. Get it off your chest, brother.
Say how they really feel, because when the fight happens, they're gonna be fucking crying. They're gonna be crying like they did for Khan and like they did for fucking Brooke. And guess who else was fans of those guys? Mario fucking Munguia. We going out to Javier on a boomerang status.
Yo, what the fuck going on today, bro? Like, is this nigga bugging? Who got the best chin out of Wilder? Shut the fuck up. I'm out of fucking chin. Shut the fuck up. Ain't none one of them lost yet. So fuck the chin, nigga. Man, that's soft. Man, that shit stupid. Anyway, shit, that nigga got me off track. I'm back on Mario. Mario, I still ain't done with you, bro. You keep backtracking. Every time a caller come in, this motherfucker Mario, actually, he got a point. I saw a few rounds, It could have been about 2 or 3. I ain't seen it again, though. I ain't watched it no more. I watched it one time. I ain't putting my scorecard out, And Mario, I also got a question. You just said, so I came into the fight thinking, well, Fury, I don't think Fury really that good, so I expect Deontay to dominate. So what the fuck that got to do with the close round? So since he came in and you thought Deontay should dominate him every round, you gonna get every round that's close to Fury because Deontay didn't dominate him? That's what it sounded like.
No, that's not what it was. I forgot what he said. He made a point. It was the caller that said something that sparked why I said that, but that has nothing to do with the fight. I mean, once the fight starts, I'm scoring the fight. It's not like I'm looking at it like, oh shit, Wilder hasn't knocked him out by 3, so Wilder's losing. I thought Wilder was losing because he was losing. Like, I thought he was getting outboxed. Like, it was simple as that. In fact, I said exactly what Floyd said, almost to word for word, right before they interviewed him.
Floyd,
isn't Floyd known to be a shepherd? Don't people always latch on to what he says and just repeat it?
Oh, I ain't a Floyd fan. Come on. I ain't a Floyd fan.
You're a sheep,
bro, Mario.
Man.
I'm like, bro, I got a question. I got a question for every sheep out there, my nigga. I just got one question. So, a nigga getting outboxed, right? But he come back and he knock you down, not once, but twice. And you
in the later rounds where they're supposed to mean something, they call those later rounds, Javier, championship rounds, but they want to call our champion a bum when he performs like a champion in the championship rounds.
So let me finish my question.
I ain't call him a bum,
Mario. Hey, answer this question for me. So you told me he getting outboxed. Actually, everybody keeps saying he got outboxed the whole fight. All right, so he got outboxed the whole fight. I've never seen a fight where you said this dude got outboxed the whole fight, but we had close rounds and we had fucking 2 knockdowns in the fight by the other person who apparently got outboxed. And I mean, like, these are, the last knockdown was 2 clear punches. Motherfucker, I don't know if you know, but if you get outboxed, when the fuck you ever seen Floyd take 2 clean punches? Just clean. Like, I
don't know what that has to do with it, but what I'm trying to say is that the way that Javi was winning, the way that Fury was winning was using boxing. He was boxing him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm coming in here and I'm saying, like, oh, well, he wasn't pressuring him to win the fight. He wasn't sitting back and countering the whole night. Like, he was using, and I'll admit, it wasn't like the purest of boxing at all, but at the same time, what Wilder was doing wrong was being highlighted, was being put under the microscope with each and every round that Fury boxed. And so you go back to like what I'm saying as far as, and that's what it was me saying like 10-2, Wilder putting in 2 dominant rounds versus the other rounds. That was my point. I was saying, like, I expected him to come in and put in dominant rounds. I didn't see those dominant rounds. So if I say that he won 2 rounds in dominant fashion, those are the only 2 rounds that I saw him win in dominant fashion. Any other round he won could theoretically have been given to Fury. Like, it's crazy that y'all are saying, like, y'all talk the way y'all are talking.
Given to Fury, so then theoretically it could have been given to Wilder.
Okay, so then don't come up here and say, oh man, Wilder beat the shit out that boy. Oh man, he beat his ass. Like, come on, you're playing the same way. Like, that's a game.
So Mario, so then don't come up here and say that Tyson Fury won 10-2.
Homie, I explained what I'm trying to tell you about that. He won, he took 2 rounds in Wilder fashion. And that was it. He took 2 rounds in Wilder fashion. That was it. That's all I'm trying to say. That's my only point. Javi, you still on? He ain't on. Okay, so look, I'll put it to you like this. The like in a perfect world, honestly, I would rather see the Wild Fury rematch, because it makes whoever wins, that much more enticing for Joshua. But the boxing fan that has watched boxing for so long knows that Wilder and Joshua is turning into this Mayweather-Pacquiao spectacle. So I would rather get it while the getting's good, as opposed to dump off, and then it's like we may never see that fight, and for all I know, maybe that fight, it doesn't deserve all the fire and all the regard that it gets. It could, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to turn out to be Mayweather Pacquiao at all, but one of them could sleep the other one, just as easy, and it be like the biggest bust in the world. But I don't think it'll go that way. That said, I just want Wilder Joshua. I think it's more exciting. I think it's sexier. I think it does bigger numbers. It's an extravaganza. Wilder Fury is for the hardcores. Wilder Joshua is for everyone.
All right, let's go down a good number of callers. We got a lot of calls here. Let me just double check all statuses.
Everybody good? We don't need no drive-by, do we? I'm good.
I mean, I don't need a drive by,
I'm good.
How this show.
Let's go.
We got to go to Q in Orlando. Talk to me.
What's going on, Q?
Q, going once.
Going 2 times.
Noah and Cali, talk to me.
What's poppin'?
What it do?
All right, man. So I've been just soaking this up, listening to all this shit, and yeah, you know me, man. I'm to a point where I'm just disgusted with this shit, man. Like I said the other day, man. How can you guys sit up here and honestly say, first and foremost, like I missed the earlier part of the show, like Fury pulling out? Is that real, or that's like
his trainer and Fury have already, but on this specific audio, his trainer is basically saying, yo, Wilder should go fight AJ and then fight Fury. And then we also
the winner fight Fury.
Yeah, and then we also know that
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, well then you're a Fury protector.
I'm not a Fury protector. Fury knows what's up, man. Look, the way I feel is this: I honestly feel, because honestly, this bomb squad over here, homie, don't you ever try to water me down. You know what I mean? Yeah, before you water me down, you gotta go see old boy in Canada. But what else? Yeah, I snuck that in there.
Who? Because I'm undefeated.
Hold on.
Yo, look at the fucking channel. Look at the fucking channel. I'm the only IBF champ on this panel, all right? I'm 2-0.
Talk your shit, man. Talk your shit, man.
I'm 2-0.
Talk your shit.
And I'm old. And I'm fucking old. I'm pushing 40. I'm pushing 40 with AJ Strap, you fucking sheep. And I ain't talking to you. The sheep know who they are because they love this belt. They love this belt. They know they champion got this belt, so I got this shit.
Hey, but anyway, for my call run, look, check it out. What I'm saying is this, is that I actually agree with Davison because, honestly, Fury jumped in way over his head. I ain't no protector or nothing. He did well. Won or lost, I know Wilder's going to knock his ass out. He know Wilder's going to knock his ass out. You know what? Give Fury a pass. He already seen him. You know what I mean? Go ahead and let the next time Fury get in there be for undisputed, dog. Wilder is going to bang out AJ right now. So let's surprise them all right now. Cut the bullshit. Let's surprise them all right now. And let's get to it. Let's get to it. Because if Fury don't want it, let's go back to the main course, dog, because this is really a side appetizer. This is something to the left. This is distraction from the plan. The plan is one face, one name. That's the plan. That always been his plan. Let's get to it. So let's get to it, man. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, I agree with Davison. Now, if Fury running away, hey, that's on Fury, man. He running away. But I still respect Fury 10 times more than I respect Joshua. Because Fury actually talked that shit and walked that shit. That's my call, man.
Thank you for the call. Thank you for the call. Good point. And I agree with you 100%. 100%. It would just work out better that way. If they went and fought kind of like, I mean, it's like a mini tournament almost, like a round robin between the three.
I know you were helping me out because I was talking and I forgot to unmute myself. But
You're all good.
Jose in Canada.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rose, getting money like Jose, chain cold, Norway. Shorty wants that foreplay. I'm like, no way. Gotta rock like Coldplay, killing it. OJ, getting cheese like Green Bay. Call me Aaron Rodgers. Hopped out that Dodger, dodging them coppers. My boy got them choppers.
I just hope he would have just cut it off after he said OJ. He would have been nigga fire.
Yo, Ness, man. See, people are demanding you actually come and fight in Canada, man. So you got to defend your honor, man.
Bruh,
Anyhow,
I dropped Zach twice. I don't even say how. Zach won't even take the fight. Is Zach gonna fight me? What Canadian?
no.
What Canadian is gonna fight me, bro? You crazy?
You know, Shaggy. Shaggy's even called your own show to call you out, man.
Shaggy,
you know that. You're doctor. Anyway. Yo.
Jose, he didn't tell me that. Somebody called in for you?
Hey,
you were on the show.
Mike,
You
I'm
were
gonna
on
make
the
this
show,
real
Mike.
simple for you, Mike. How many people call out Deontay Wilder? Has Big Baby been calling out Deontay Wilder? What Wilder said about Big Baby yesterday? He got to raise his profile the same way I had to. I ain't nothing against him. I ain't dissing him. I had to go through it. Who the fuck is Shaggy, nigga? Nobody on this show knows Shaggy. Nobody. Like, he ain't even a caller. Who the fuck?
Wasn't me.
You don't get a shot at the king and no one knows you? At least people knew Wilder. Who the fuck is Shaggy?
Shaggy called him twice, Ness. You know that. He called you out on air. He called your show. No one else.
And
has
we
done
never
that.
heard of him,
anyway,
bro.
I'll be quick.
Yo, the post, matter of fact, the post is on
Mike,
Patreon. I'll restart your call. The post is on Patreon. If y'all want Border Wars, vote on it. We got 3 other options there. Whichever one is in the lead, that's what we gonna do. It'll go down when it goes down. I got the strap. And anyway, this guy, this chump calling in took a dive, and it's on camera, man. He took a fucking dive. Enrique knocked him out straight up Fury style, and this motherfucker said he was a low blow, an illegal blow. Get out of here, your bum ass.
Hey, it was the ref. The ref called the illegal blow, man. I was concussed.
UK ref.
Anyway,
UK French ref.
It was the UK ref. Geez, these refs are garbage. Anyway,
telling you, bro.
You know what? Fury is an intelligent man. Fury is an intelligent man. Why would he fight next? Fury right now has the ability. He's in the situation right now where he can fight anybody and he'll still make money. Fury deserves it, man. He came back from a 2-year sabbatical, and he's allowed to call the shots. In my opinion, he deserves it after that showcase he put on. So now let AJ and Wilder fight. That's his opinion. If I were Wilder's manager, Wilder's holder or handler, I should say, I would allow Fury and AJ to fight next. That way, if Fury actually wins, then he's the real deal, and that rematch is 10 times bigger, right? And Fury is smart enough and he's good enough on the mic that he can let these two guys fight and say, you know what, I've had that much more time to prepare. Now the real unification is against me, the lineal champion. So Fury's a smart man. You know, you can't dog him at all, man. Smart guy, smarter than AJ, right? That's how I see it. So I don't know, man. I don't think you can hate on him for that. And as per the fight being close, let me tell you one thing. Had the fight been a robbery, the fans in the stands would have started booing. They would have went crazy. That didn't happen. So if you weren't in the stadium, you don't know. You don't know the real narrative. You don't know the real story. You don't understand it. That fight was close, and fans were okay with it, man. Stop listening to what ESPN says. These are the same assholes that told us Chocolatito was the savior of boxing. The Nonito Donaire, all these things. You guys, think for yourselves. Fuck, man. Wake
Jose, you were there, Jose?
Yeah, of course
I was there live in action, man. I was.
I thought I did hear some boos, but
Everywhere. That's what I want y'all to
know. I know.
Talk about Jose. He's Canadian. He's everywhere. He's at every fight, and he's probably gonna go to Broner. You going?
And he's been going to every fight since like 2012 and shit.
Broner's my idol, man. Broner's a personification of what a Canadian is, man.
He's good looking. He's brash, and he's gonna back it up, man. Let's go, Broder. AB, baby.
Yo, real quick in the super chat, from a longtime listener, alumni, Patreon, family member, the what's the New York title? I'm gonna just call him the commissioner because he handles all our TBB family when it comes to New York. Castle Hill Gill says, for the record, Wilder is a great fighter. I actually believe he will KO AJ, so he should just strap up, go to UK, and sleep him. Jose, I love you, bro.
Hey man, shout out to Canadian Jose, man. He calls in every day, and he is the TBV WBC champion of the world.
I mean,
Yo, and those that don't know, that man was, I mean, not even a casual when he started coming in. This show created a hardcore in Jose.
What?
And honestly, them promoters should be kicking back because he wouldn't
Y'all
be going
done
to
it
all them
again,
fights.
bro.
Yeah,
I started
man. He
as
was
a
like,
fucking-
the only fighter he liked was Chavez. Remember that shit? Or was
I
it
started as a casual, probably still a casual too.
He liked it all the casuals. He liked the
Yeah.
Floyd. He liked the Canelo. He liked the
And now he's a hardcore.
You know, all that. And then you would argue with him. But look, yo, sometimes casuals are right? Because casuals take the lead of the expert shepherds, right? So Jose early on believed in Canelo, so much so that he would travel from Canada for these ridiculous Canelo fights. And now remember, Canadian dollars just coming to America, you're already losing a quarter.
That's
so
crazy.
you know, he's still coming to see this dude fight bums. And I'm telling him, like, bro, Canelo's a fucking bum. He's a hype job. Oscar doesn't want to put him in there with nobody. He's like, bro, this guy's special. He's special. And look, I was wrong.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think I picked Trout over Canelo, but I was rooting. I definitely had.
What? No. Oh my God. Yes, you did.
Okay, well, maybe I did. Look, yo, how many years
No,
ago?
you got hype on that shit.
Now, what I'll say is this: Laura, I picked him. Laura, I thought beat him. Laura deserves a rematch, but Laura doesn't know English. He ain't got the personality to drive that rematch. But that was a good fight. The thing is that, you know, Canelo's Mexican, so right away, it's like the UK fans. You know, when you got such a big, fan base behind you, it clouds reality, you know, because it's just like, oh, how you gonna win a fight if you're running? And that phrase basically overtook the Canelo Laura fight. But
Javi said, nah, Canelo's still a bum. In the chat.
Laura put hands on that boy, man. Gary, Texas, talk to me.
Yo, what up, Pat?
What up? Morning.
Morning. I want to say a couple things. The guy that called in and said that Fury won all around and schooled Wilder, right? Like, there's two different things there, right? Fury didn't school Wilder, and I thought he won every round pretty much, right? He just did enough to win every round. That's not schooling.
Can
someone.
you elaborate, sir?
Someone is what?
What does I thought he won every round pretty much? Because to me, I don't want to interpret it the way that it sounds. Sounds like you gave him all 12.
Okay, obviously, Wilder scored 2 knockdowns, right? So he won both those rounds 10-8. Every other round.
So you gave it to Fury 10-2.
Rounds.
10-2.
I gave it 9-3.
He's talking. Let him go.
Round the fifth, I think it was the fifth. It might have been the sixth. There was one other toss-up round, and I gave the 50-50 round to Wilder. He could have went to Fury easily. I gave it to Wilder. But yeah,
let me get this straight. Get this straight. From 1 through 9, you're not sure what round it was, but there was a 50-50 round.
It was the fifth. I just looked at my scorecard. It was the fifth.
The fifth, okay.
Every other round, the closest you can have, the only reasonable scorecards were 115, 111 Wilder, or Fury, or 116, 110 Fury. That being said, it wasn't a scoring. He didn't outclass him. He just fought defensively and did enough to win every round. That's not a scoring. In a scoring, you don't get knocked down twice, and almost put to sleep, right? If you score it by rounds, Fury won every round. He kind of did, right? But you're right. I had the Fury. Let's go fight 12-0 for Fury. So it's not a schooling. But being said, Fury did win every round. He outboxed him. He fought defensively,
and he did just enough to win those rounds. But everybody relax. We're gonna get Fury Wilder 2 in April. Everybody relax. That fight's gonna happen next. Joshua's gonna fight Dillian White. Let's just go with that, and then hopefully those two guys meet up at the end of the year. But we're gonna get Fury Wilder 2 in April. Everybody relax. That's my call.
All right, Gary. Thanks for calling in. So, guys, I use I'm not going to say their name unless people really want to use it. I'm not giving away free promotion. Ain't nobody giving us any money. Mike and Mario need money. They full-time TBVs.
Yeah, fuck old fake duel, or whatever fuck it's called.
Nah, it ain't even that. Is this other app that I use to score fights, right? But what they do is they take an average of the users. So they can't give you an average of the world. They can only give you an average of the people that use their app to score that fight. So out of 245 people who scored the Tyson Fury fight using this app, it's in favor for Tyson Fury, obviously, right? At 115, 111. And the rounds that Fury won are 10. Excuse me. Round 1.
No.
All right, but that's what I'm saying. Most people that use this app gave it to Fury.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to show you is that scoring is subjective. Keep in mind, Gary from Texas just said the only round other than the knockdowns he gave was the 5th. Okay, so out of 245 other people, not named me, you, Mike, or Mario, just 246 now. With Gary and these 245, only Gary gave the 5th to Deontay Wilder. 245 people gave the 5th to Tyson Fury. I gave the 5th on the live fight chat. I gave Deontay 1, 2, 3, 9, 12. Okay. So I did not give 5. I'm a Wilder fanboy, allegedly. Gary gave him 5. Now, if I give him 5, 1, 2, 3, plus 5, 9, 12. See what I'm saying? On this, everyone gave it to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, all to Fury. But it's subjective. People have been calling in here, giving different rounds for different people. You know what I mean? Someone earlier today said I gave him the 3rd round to Deontay Wilder. You know, you said the 1st round. Meanwhile, 245 people said the 1st goes to Fury. That's not a big pool. You know, we need at least 1 million users, right? Or at least 100,000, something, a good, sexy number. But it gives you a gauge that it's subjective. It all depends on what we're looking for, you know? But back to the callers. Anybody want to add? Anybody want to add? Nothing. John Wolf, talk to me in Louisiana.
This talk, all this talk about Fury dominating Wilder. I don't know whether I watched the fight, and really, Wilder fought just like he fought when he fought the burn. He fought kind of laid back at first, and then got aggressive when he had to try to win it. And really, he really had trouble with the reach and the jab of Fury. But I feel like right now, Fury and Joshua, neither one really wants to fight him. Each one of them wants the other one to beat him, so they can have the big fight in the UK and then unify. And I don't know if, and as far as Mario, I don't know if he's trying to get knighted by the Queen of England. With first he was up China's behind, now he seems like he's up AJ behind. I don't know. So he's, like you said, applying for citizenship over there or what?
He definitely applying for citizenship. Well, all right, John, man, thank you for calling in Louisiana, rocking out with us every morning. We appreciate you. We got the Jack is the Truth on Skype. We're going to Arthur Mac. Where you calling from? First time caller? Arthur. I bet you he's got that Caribbean flow. Arthur. You gonna talk, Arthur? We moving on.
I don't think Arthur want to be here with us.
All good. We going out to Is that him?
Who is it?
Yes.
Ralphie.
Gentlemen.
Oh my God. I've been waiting for you all morning, homie.
Good
Damn it,
morning, Rafi.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Yo, yes. What? Yo, yes, guys. What is going on over? First of all, good morning to all of my USA sheep. How rude of me not to give you a warm good morning. Good morning to all of you. Ness.
You.
Excuse me. Don't fall for the trick.
What trick?
Do not fall for the trick. Ben Davison is trying to sucker all you guys in. What's gonna be the biggest grossing fight for each of these guys? Wilder and Fury. Which fight is gonna be the biggest grossing for them?
Versus
It's gonna
AJ.
be it's the AJ fight, right? Am I right?
Correct.
Right. So Fury's side is telling Wilder, hey, Wilder, you go and fight AJ. You go ahead and fight AJ. I'll just wait over here and fight the winner.
That's soft, Ralphie. That's soft, and you know it's soft.
Hold on. Hold on. So, what Team Fury is essentially saying to Wilder is, yeah, you go over there, get your ass laid out, and then let me fight for all the marbles. Go ahead, guys. Yeah.
I couldn't say it any better, Ralphie.
Save your sound bites and talk to me. Tell me I'm wrong.
You are wrong, Ralphie. Why is Ben Davison coming out talking about a fucking AJ fight? Why? You just fought the guy. When people said Ward was scared of Kovalev, Ward's not gonna fight Kovalev. He went in there and fought him. And people said he was still scared after he fought him. So what did he do? He ran it back and knocked him out. That's what we do over here in America, bro. We don't duck and dodge no motherfucking phase, homie. Over there in England, I don't know what y'all do, homie. I don't know how I go, but over here in America, we run shit back. Mayweather, Ward, and hopefully Wilder. Go ahead.
What's Wilder gonna do? What's Wilder gonna do?
If we got to, man, he'll probably go defend his mandatory. And you know what, Ralphie? You know what would be a fucking great idea? And I'm pretty sure people are smarter than me. Put that fucking mandatory defense on Fox where everybody can see it. You know what? Matter of fact, put it after a fucking football game where everybody can see it.
Who's his mandatory? Breezel?
Breezel? Yeah.
Oh, now his name is Breezel. When he fought AJ, he was a great American undefeated Olympian.
Who is his mandatory? That's a serious question. Is it Breezel?
No. Whoever AJ fought coming out of the Olympics, he was a great Olympian American. He battered an American. Remember that guy?
Yo.
Yeah.
Listen. Wilder needs to make a decision. Yeah? Does he fight Fury again? Looks like Fury's not.
Rafi, boomerang up, baby. You got to get your status up. There's a lot of people there. We let you live. I want to get to some other callers. Unfortunately, don't take anything personal. It's just a lot of people.
JD, motherfucker.
There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game on boxing. I don't know why they gonna call me, but I'm a 54 pounder. But I have a brother that's at 160.
JD, what up? Morning.
Chilling, man. Look, both. Look, I originally, like I said, I had this fight a draw, right? But when I went back and watched it, I had to fight for Fury, and then when I went back and watched it, I can see a draw. Look, either way, what I'm hearing from a lot of these callers, and I heard from you, Ness, you was calling Fury a duck, or saying that he won't take the rematch. Look, man, Fury earned a lot of fucking respect from me and Wilder, both of them. I'll tell you why. In Fury's case, you know, if you fall for the storyline, I mean, we all know the man was. I don't give a damn about the drinking part. The man wore like what 400 or something pounds. He got all the way down and he put up. A lot of people counted him out. The dude came in shape, and then he got. First of all, he get respect for even getting up after getting knocked the fuck out, and putting up a good fight. So it's gonna be all respect when it comes to Tyson Fury. Listen, play that shit. Look, it's all respect when it comes to Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? And it's all respect for Wilder too, for being down in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? And he hit the buzzer beater to tie the fucking game up.
JD.
You know what I'm saying?
But he ain't willing to go to fucking overtime, no, JD. He ain't willing to go to overtime. He made the fucking things fucking tied up, but he ain't willing to go to overtime and fucking finish the goddamn game. What's going on?
No. Who, like, why are you saying that? He never came out and was like, no. You know what I'm saying?
His trainer came out and said it, bro. His trainer is a branch of Tyson Fury.
Trainer, fuck his trainer. Why everybody acting like it ain't over 2 million views on Good Morning Britain the day after the fucking fight via LA, streamed to Good Britain in the UK, him saying, I beat Wilder, I want AJ, let's give the UK an all Britain affair, let's make Britain history. Those are his words, not my fucking words. And now he's echoing what he's saying. You guys want to act like sheep. Now, let me tell you, in the beginning of this episode, I said I believe my champ, because the last time I doubted him when he said, don't worry, something big is coming. I'm like, what the fuck could be coming? What the fuck could be coming? And then boom, US pay-per-view came. So if he said a rematch is happening, it's fucking happening. But am I doubtful? Am I doubtful like a human being? Yeah, I'm doubtful, but I'm riding with my champ. He said it's happening. But I don't know. Fury looking weird to me.
All I'm saying is much respect to both fighters, and none of them are bums, and let's see it again. That's all I'm saying. And shout out to King Kong.
Preach.
All right. JD, thank you as always for calling in and for your patronage. You are official. We're going out to what? Let me see. It looks like James. Talk to me.
James in the
James, where you calling in from? Because I always got you confused with Jay Will. Now I'm getting it on point. Where are you at? James. Oh, Arthur finally got control of his mic. Arthur, are you ready to speak?
Hello. Yeah, my bad. I'm here.
Hold on a minute, James. Let's see if we can handle Arthur and his background noise so he doesn't interfere with your call. Arthur, are you ready this time?
Yeah, that's all. What's good, Ness? You can hear me?
Loud and clear. You sound like where you from?
Good. Oh man, I'm outside the country right now, bro.
Okay. Talk to us, brother.
But I'm from the state. Hey man, I've been sitting back, man, just listening to a lot different comments coming from the UK, man, and a lot of them guys over there, they're really not Fury fans. They're really Joshua fans. You know what I'm saying? And they just don't have no type of respect, man, for Deontay Wilder. You're looking at a guy who was 209, was fighting a guy Fury, which was like 260. You know what I'm saying? What other weight division has that kind of a gap? Like a 50-pound gap with this guy. He knocked this guy down twice. And got cleaner punches, in certain rounds off, And another thing, people, they act like Fury is Ali or something. Fury is no Muhammad Ali. He does enough, throws enough punches during the fight to make it look like he's doing this and doing that when he's not actually really getting clean shots off. You know what I'm saying? And one more thing I just wanted to say was if Fury wants Wilder to fight Joshua, then Fury needs to fight Luis Ortiz, man. Because all four of them are the best heavyweights in the division right now. And I'm just sick of people just leaving Luis Ortiz out of this thing. They don't even mention his name. They don't even talk about him. So that's all I wanted to say, bro. But I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the show, and I wish you all the best.
Brother, thank you for calling in, Arthur. We got to go to James. Talk to me.
What up, James?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on? And I'm from Queens, man. Queens, New York.
Shout out Queens, baby.
Stand up.
Yeah, you know it. You know it. So I want to get back to what the original question was. It was about Ben Davison. And quite honestly, I think that he doesn't believe his fighter can beat the champ. I want to go back to a fight that happened some years ago. Zab Judah and Corey Spinks Jr. In the first fight, Corey Spinks Jr. knocks down Jab like somewhere in the beginning of the fight. And then by the end, the very last round, Zab knocks him down. He beats the count. And Corey Spinks wins the fight, but barely. The second fight, you looked at Corey Spinks and you knew that he was scared. He came in there, he didn't look the same. And what ended up happening, he ended up getting knocked out. And I think this is going to be one of those cases to where the guy puts in all he can in the first fight, looks good, but realize I can't do any better. Whereas Wilder, I believe what he said. He said that wasn't his best. The man lost weight in between the weigh-ins and the actual fight. So one can surmise that maybe there was something going on. Maybe there was a little sickness going on. And unfortunately, he has had a history of having injuries with his arms and his limbs before and during the fight. So I think personally he's gonna knock that dude out. We've seen the 12th round, and whether or not you believe it was a long count or it was too long, the fact is the dude barely got up in the 10 count. What do you think is gonna happen the next time around? You think somehow you think people actually believe Wilder won't find his face again? Come on, man. People gotta get your head out your asses and realize your boy is scared. And of course, he wants to fight the winner of Joshua and Wilder. Why? Because that makes his fight that much bigger. So, this all this nonsense and going back and forth about Wilder. Now Wilder's all of a sudden scared of Joshua. The nonsense people saying Wilder's all of a sudden scared of Joshua. I'll read the chat. Y'all crazy, man. This dude's been calling out every single fighter, whether or not you think he can fight. He calls them all out. So I don't see how that equates to fear. But the sheep need to be led, and they need something else to say, well, this is why our guy is doing this. So at the end of the day, when Wilder gets one of these guys in the ring, whether it's Fury or Joshua, and he lays these guys to rest, then y'all see it don't matter if he's Windmill Wilder. Dude is knockout king. That's all I got to say, man.
Lids low.
Hey, what's happening, fellas? Calling from Decatur, Georgia, once again.
What up?
Everything coasting. I just want to speak on as far as the first match, man. If people continuously go back and watch it again, if you feel a certain way, just go back and watch it without the sound. Now I'm gonna say this: within the first 5 rounds, I had like 3 swing rounds on some real shit. You feel me? I think Wilder got 2, and I think Fury got 5. But that first, second, and third, first, third, and fourth kind of some swing rounds for me. That's just me. I ain't got my scorecard in front of me. I left it at the house. I'm on the road right now. But I would rather see Deontay Wilder get that rematch with Fury. And then after that, it ain't shit else AJ can say. If AJ and them keep coming with the bullshit, him and Eddie Hearn, fuck it. Fight Fury and then get with that motherfucker later. Now, speaking of AJ and Hearn, if these motherfuckers gonna come to the state, won't y'all run down to Alabama and find this man Wilder? This motherfucker ain't hard to find. He a big black motherfucker, probably got a mask on. Take your ass down there and sit with him and make that shit happen, man. I'm sick of real shit. I'm a real boxer fan, and I'm sick of the bullshit. We already went through this shit with Pacquiao and Mayweather. Goddamn, let's get this shit while it's going good, because in a couple more years, ain't nobody gonna be trying to really see this shit. We'll watch it, but ain't nobody gonna be amping for it like we is now. That's my call. I appreciate y'all once again, man.
Lids low. Thanks for calling in. Great call, great passion. We got through another one, folks. Fight fans, TBV fans, we did it. Final thoughts, gentlemen. Final thoughts.
Ben Davison, man, I like the way you handled the whole Freddie Roach thing. You handled that with complete class, and hats off to you for that. And you said you will still work with him in the future if an opportunity ever presented itself. So hats off for that. But the whole he should go fight Joshua and the winner fight Fury and those guys, man. What about the rematch, man? That's all I want to hear. Like, what about the rematch? Why can't we give Fury and Wilder rematch where the both fighters make the most money that they can possibly make? Why cut off the money? Make the most money that you can possibly make. It's prize fighting. It's a heavyweight division. These guys have big power. Go ahead, Mario.
Yeah, man, I had the caller's name in my head and I meant to write it down, but one of the callers said it perfectly. You know, nobody has ever accused the UK and specifically Fury's team of being stupid. I understand exactly where Mike's coming from. I agree with him on so many levels, but just what makes dollars, what makes sense, and it makes sense to me for Fury to fall back. Or at least his trainer to want him to fall back, let these guys duke it out. You know, it's about longevity and trying to save yourself in the career. You know, if you go the route where you have to fight Wilder for a second time, if you do win, then you got to fight Joshua. That's a much tougher route. And then if maybe, you know, you got to fight Ortiz or White or whoever, that's a much tougher route than allowing two guys to kind of shred each other apart. Somebody used the art of war as a analogy, and that was perfect. You know, it's the art of war. It's chess, not checkers, and I understand where Ben's coming from. So, you know, that's what's up.
Well, I'm wondering, should I get to this UK caller calling in extra late?
Absolutely. We are an equal
Give it to
opportunity
him.
country.
Give it to him.
Really, are we? Let's see.
Real quick, before we get to him, we got a super chat from I Love Muff Dive. Wilder begging for Fury rematch.
What's his name? Steve, talk to me.
Hello.
What up?
Hello, Steve.
I can't cope with all the excuses I'm hearing people ring up giving for Wilder.
You mean for Fury, right? Because Fury's the one not running
Wilder.
into the rematch. Why is Fury running away from the rematch? Why is his trainer saying that they Wilder should fight Joshua? Why is Fury on Good Morning Britain saying that he wants to fight Joshua? What's going on? Why is he running away from this rematch?
There's no problem with that.
Oh, okay.
He had his fight. Everyone thinks he won. He don't need to have it again. In some people, a lot.
Whoa, who? I don't think he won.
Everyone thinks he won.
This is stupid.
I'm part of everybody, right?
The majority.
Oh, not the majority. Okay.
He won.
The majority in Britain.
No, that's the case. You know that's the case.
The majority in Britain, right?
Can I see the poll?
It ain't just Britain. It's all the stars that were watching the fight. Americans, boxing people that I thought that are a lot more knowledgeable than you. So, you know,
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know, because you're a movie star or a celebrity. You said, okay, all right, they're more knowledgeable.
I watch boxing almost every.
I don't know
day.
why y'all
I
are
do
playing
something
with the
boxing
caller.
every day.
Why y'all playing with the caller? You know that a lot of people thought Fury won the fight.
This is my guy Steve. He's from the fucking UK. I love Steve.
I highly doubt that Sylvester Stallone and Mark Wahlberg watch or know more about boxing than me.
Ice Cube came out of the arena, said the fight was boring, but he thought Wilder won. Come on.
talking about people that have boxed like Andre Ward, Roy Jones Jr., Lennox Lewis.
Oh,
the list is
you
endless.
mean
I'm not talking about celebrities.
You mean people who couldn't make it to the level of Deontay Wilder, so may feel a little bitter?
What?
Make it to the level of Andre Ward. What, like Lennox Lewis?
Well, Lennox, you know.
Oh, whoa! You don't
Different stuff.
don't say that.
I didn't say Lennox.
And let's take a shot at Andre Ward. I'm not
And
gonna
Roy
do it, no.
Jones Jr.
Lennox has to show face. He's only saying that because he got to show face because the UK turned on him ever since he's been saying that Wilder's been AJ's been scared of Wilder.
Yeah, man, Roy Jones.
All the rest of them then.
Roy Jones is a legend. You can't leave the legends out of here. Yeah, but I'm saying Roy Jones Jr. He's a legend. Leave him out of it. But Andre Ward, I can see what you're going with that point, but I'm not gonna get into it.
As well.
Who else? Ricky Hatton?
How can you leave him out?
Who?
Because you want to leave him out.
Who?
On Boy Jones Jr. He said that Fury won.
How many pay-per-views Roy sold?
Huh?
How many pay-per-views Roy sold?
Don't matter.
Was it 50,000? That was his first pay-per-view?
What's that?
That
got
don't matter.
Fury won the fight.
Exactly.
I don't know. Hey, Mario, you know more about boxing than me. Did Roy do another pay-per-view outside of the one with B-Hop?
I don't know, but he was #1 pound for pound, so you know, has
We got
more
a
to
super
do
chat
with
from
his ability to judge the fight.
Hey, wasn't Chocolatico pound for pound a month ago, Jose?
Got his ass knocked out twice.
Wasn't he
was
a
pound
pound
for
for
pound.
pound last year?
Yeah, he was pound for pound. You're right.
Chico pound for pound and just got touched by Pedraza a lot.
Look at Ron trying to lie. No, Ron.
And real quick, we got a super chat from I Love Muff Dive. Ness and Mike begging for Wilder. Begging for Wilder.
Yeah, like AJ said, yeah, we begging for him to prove that he didn't lose, and like AJ said, he's begging for a unification. Yeah, sometimes you beg.
My fault that I want my champion to be a champion, and if there's any kind of controversy, I want him to run it back, and he want to run it back.
You know these guys, man. You know the type, loud as a motorbike, but what?
One brother gets a grape in a fruit fight.
You know what I'm saying? I said it back.
Only thing gonna happen, and I'm gonna get the clapping. You know what I'm talking about?
They ain't about that action, man. If they wanted that action, they wouldn't be saying this shit. They trying to pasta. Look, again, I believe Deontay, so I'm sure this is all negotiation tactics. You know?
Uh-oh.
What up?
Scientist rants. Chillness. Roy Jones Jr.
I ain't even
500,000 pay-per-view buys with John Ruiz.
Okay, but he did.
500.
You only as good as your last pay-per-view, Scant Rants, and he did 50,000 with B-Hop. That was his last pay-per-view. Feel me? You feel me? And look, Roy getting 500, that's good, because like Mario said, he was pound for pound, and he moving up in weight like Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Totally different circumstances, but 500 is super respectable.
Yeah.
But that last pay-per-view was 50,000. You can't ignore that. Like, you can't ignore that.
Ron G coming with some goddamn.
Oh shit, Ron G bringing out pay-per-views.
Ron G got Trinidad and Jones. How many did Trinidad and Jones do, y'all? Let me know. Jerry Hurd said Wilder won.
Trinidad Jones, what was that?
Trinidad Jones, nigga.
Oh, it do say live on pay-per-view. Look at Ron. Hey Ron, stop it already. I lost. I was wrong. I could be wrong. Just like Tyson Fury and his team wrong for saying that they want Wilder to go somewhere else instead of doing this shit.
Trinidad and Jones did another 500,000.
Oh, OG Ron G over there killing that.
Ron G wake up with facts on his mind.
OG Ron G.
Listen, I got about 7 years doing this show, and from the first time I went live, I always say I'm not a historian, and I'm not going back to watch them fights. That's not what I do. I watch what I lived through. If you don't like that, go find another fucking podcast. I'm not a historian. Now, Ron is a historian, and maybe Mario wants to go back and watch it, but on Patreon, guess what? We do film studies.
God damn. Hold on. Nah. Fuck it. Ron G. Javier just posted us some shit. All right. Jones versus Harden in September 9, 2000, 140,000. July 28, 2001, Jones versus Gonzalez, 200,000. March 1st, Jones versus Ruiz,
Kawasaki,
600,000.
no,
John versus Tarver, 300,000. John
Mike,
versus
I
Tarver,
can't believe I forgot Tarver.
384,000.
Mike, just go straight to Kawasaki.
225,000.
And for the UK sheep that keep saying Wilder pay-per-views are disrespectful or are bad, look at a pound for pound legend King versus UK, arguably one of UK's best coming out of Wales in Joe Kawasaki, and they only did 225. With that, I rest my motherfucking case. Long live the King! Long live the King, Deontay Wilder! They hate
chat from I Love Muff Dive. Ness, you exposed Wilder. You played yourself.
I did by giving you all these pay-per-views. You know, Kawasaki isn't a fucking UK legend, and Roy Jones isn't a US legend. I'm going to sleep on y'all, man. I'm out. My name is Lester Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NSGTO. Peace.
Go ahead, Mike.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312 and check out the page. We got some more shit coming.
Remember that shit.
At Marmungia on Twitter, on Instagram.
Peace. Tell Mario to lose some weight. He in my division.
What? Look at dude trying to pick
Hey,
on
I'm mad about that too. Everybody, there's like a couple other people talking about Chubby. I weigh 185 and I squat 500 pounds.
Hey,
and
Mike,
I'm preparing
for
powerlifting.
Hey, man, don't feel bad, Mario. Everybody, including this, Run G, listeners, they thought I was fat when they met me in person. They were like, man, you're not fat at all. You're like pretty kind of.
I didn't think you looked fat at all.
Thank you, Mario. I appreciate
That's
that.
weird.
Brother.
Mike, bottom line is he ducked Enrique. We out.
Oh,